All right, chat, I'm late. I don't think it's a news to everybody, but I feel late. We have a guest today. I promise. I'm rushing. I'm sorry. We got this. We gotta get our guest link. We haven't even set up an ad page for our. I'm in such a rush. My glasses are on. That's how crazy it is. That's just my life right now. I'm sorry. I promise. The show will go on, BT22. I think we're all excited. Monday was a blast of a time. Wednesday was a blast of a time if you guys are interested in Gundam. So, yeah. Is the music playing? Of course the music's not playing. God dang it. Properties. Please. Please. Operate. There we go. Music's playing. How's everybody doing? Hair's looking nice. Thank you. You make me blush. Yeah, we actually like. Sometimes I style it with gel, but it's looking so curly today. Thank you. I appreciate you noticed the effort. And my camera's like, so. No, I'm late. I can't go on a rant about where my camera is right now, but like I'm facing this way, unfortunately. Where am I? Oh, guest. We're gonna get the guest, and then maybe we'll actually get a proper ad screen for my guest. So give me a second. Dog. Okay, bam. Guest is happening. I promise guest is happening. Bam. Delete. Disable. It's actually embarrassing because like I also didn't really know how to like spell this name. Oh, I spelled it right. Oh, I do know how to spell it. Sick. I'm so cool. Is that a new wig? It looks washed. Ugh. Yeah, my hair is like freshly styled, washed by myself. I didn't go to like a salon. We got a haircut last week. Like we went to like a nice place, got it did. You know, you guys, you girlies out there know. We all know. Where am I? Zenitsu is coming. Oh, spoilers, that's my guest. There we go. I might have. All right, because of course I gave them the wrong link, man. It is one world of a time. Where do I want to be? I want, let's at least, the player meeting should be starting soon, which is good. Yeah, the player meeting is starting. We got players going to their tables, and we're gonna follow. Who do I want to follow? I want to follow Link's Forte so bad, but you know what? I'm gonna give him the chance to not get bullied, because I bully my friends too much. Michael, do we just get Michael and Cygnus right off the gate? Everyone loves Michael. Everyone loves Cygnus. I love Cygnus. All right, I love Cygnus. So who doesn't love those, right? I think we're good. I think we're happy with those two picks. Let's see where my guest is at in terms of. Okay. So. Yeah. Copy link. All right. Okay. I feel like. Oh, we have Zenitsu. All right. I'm getting my headset on. Speak. I cannot hear you. Unfortunate, but I do have your cute little blinky guy, so we're gonna add that to everybody's experience here in a moment. Is it my fault I can't hear you? I don't think it's my fault I can't hear you. But we'll get that under the way. Look at this cute little blinky guy. I didn't know Zenitsu had a cute little blinky guy. Is it my fault? Yeah, no, our application's not getting sound from you at all. I don't know why. There we go. Now? Perfect. Beautiful.
Cool.
How's it going? It's been a while since we got to yap together, Zenitsu.
It has indeed.
It's been quite the minute. So the way this works, Zenitsu, is I assume you're in the Eagle's Nest Discord?
Yes.
I am currently at table 3, and you just mute yourself and join the table and watch from there, and that is the rest of our day.
I only see table 1 and 32.
Give yourself the Digimon tag, and like you have to show hidden tables. It's like the most awkward. I don't really fully understand the whole hiding tables thing. But that's what they do, and that's where we're at. And I promise, chat, I am getting in the background, I am getting the game set up, so I have not forgotten about what's truly important here. I'm just in that much of it.
How do I give myself the digitag? Is there a bot for that? Oh, channels roles. There we go. Webcam locals. Cool. Oh, more things happened. All right, now I see you. All right. Crossheart's definitely still a very powerful deck. There's a lot of different ways that you could build it. It looks like they're going for just a so far traditional EX6, I think. I'm blanking on that card. Yeah, E-Cross 6. Because I know there's like some goofy DNA shenanigans you could do with the deck, and there's like a mixed build between that and the level 7. Just because you're already playing a whole bunch of different crosses, so you could get them to a pretty reasonable low amount by the end of the game. Yeah, no, the tamers are always the hardest part, and because the deck does generally favor Nokia, and there's no good way to get Nokia out, that definitely seems like an issue. But that's also where a card like Digital Gate Open can come into play and like really solve a lot of this deck's issues, where now you have efficient ways to bank your tamer play, and you also can dig and search for cards at the same time. Like, it's super, super great. No, Digital Gate Open, the promo that's coming to Nationals. Yes. Yes. I like the card a lot. I feel like a lot of the hyper generic options that Bandai's been printing, that's what they should have been. The card isn't overtly insane. The higher cost means that there's actually like risk and reward to it. Sure, the opponent can't interact with it, but there's not that many tamers that are actually going to be able to abuse the card. Versus the scrambles and the trainings where every deck runs it and you can't really interact, and they're so hyper efficient that there's no better plays but those cards. So I do feel like it is a niche card, but like it's a good niche card. Bauman, what's he doing? Oh, Balmon. I mean, the on-delete's basically the same as the others. It's just the reboot blocker. That's the... Yeah, even though it's temporary, that's on the starter deck one. But it's effectively still trying to do the same thing, and like the thing Beelzemon kind of didn't have was a way to self-delete itself, and it was hoping the opponent would delete it. It like puts them in a bad situation where it's just like, you delete me while I'm in my level 6, and then he comes back, or you keep him as a level 6, and now I could threaten Ace, or a level 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and chat's kind of mentioning. Thank you for saving me on the muted part, chat. You guys know sound issues and me are one and the same. Yeah, no, I like I think Wolfhorn kind of mentioned it too, because while I was muted, I mentioned that the Balmon gaining the starter deck Balmon gaining it on the stack is just, I feel like it's like the point they need, but also like, how to word this? It's like, I don't know. This one's probably just better than... This is probably the second best Balmon in like immediate thought processes, so you're probably running it, because I feel like most, in my experience with Beelzemon players, they kind of don't run Bal X anymore, and you still need another 5, so you just run this guy.
Beelzemon has definitely been in a really awkward spot because just the sheer difference in how the deck flows without the Itmon that just turbo mills, which, I mean, that card was busted, deservedly so. But like figuring out what you wanted to do when the deck, kind of like Gallantmon, was being pulled in so many different directions was a very difficult thing for players to figure out. And as we've seen, it's just easier to play not Beelzemon and focus on a different deck that's arguably going to be better.
I see.
But I do think with this new set, maybe that's going to reinvigorate and unify a way to be able to play Beelzemon that's going to actually be more cohesive and coherent to its overall strategy of just self-mill.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. We'll have to see. It's gonna depend on a few things. I think them getting the secret rare Ace for on the level 6 part is gonna be really, like, honestly, that might be the most helpful thing for them, just because I feel like the normal play lines for Beelzemon, they kind of want to stop at 6, right? Like, especially with something like this, right? This Balmon, it is the card that has the on deletion. It's not the stack. It's the level 5 that has the on deletion. So, like, being able to, like, maybe tempt an Ace play or something and then go up is going to be interesting. But neither to cut back to the game, neither player here has actually been able to establish their main win condition. Like, not an Omni hasn't been played. We had the opportunity to ace because we attacked with Starmon and we did not succeed, but we didn't trigger it. So and we've been stuck on rookies on the Omni side, where at this point, Crossheart's just no Omni just straight passed. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, I mean, Omni's still in a very strong position. It's just with the amount of tamers, it's a little bit less scary because they're set up to basically make like an Omnimon turn because of Miraculous. So there's no reasonable way that they can clear the Garurumon, but they also could potentially delete the Omnimon twice because of all of the different tamers being able to use all of the inheritables to just digicross for everything. So here comes the big level 6 play. So let's see if they're able to get rid of this effectively twice.
Yeah, them with this much memory, they might be able to just it's like this many cards and this much memory. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to E-cross 6 twice, which is really what we want to do, I feel. Because we're not being able to, we can't strip sources from tamers with that Omnimon. No, there's no Omnimon that lets you do that. Damien, I'm hoping the rest of the cards make more sense as we see more, because so far, except for the ace, the others are underwhelming. I wouldn't say they're too underwhelming. I mean, are we still talking about Beelzemon, Damien card? Because I feel like the Impmon's not bad. Being able to say start of main, mill 2, and then like
That's good.
Right, and then like the game plan for like we've been talking about, the game plan for Beelzemon is always just mill, right? But now it's looking like the level 5 has a mill at 5 cards condition. So now the level 5 plus start of main Impmon, you're already at 5, just right there. So there's a world where go ahead.
They're figuring out a way to like redo turbo milling to where it's not like incredibly high roll.
Yeah, and I've joked around with Beelzemon players before where it's like, I am terrified of the potential slow playing that happens once we have the capability of having all 50 cards having mill trigger. Like, that is going to be an awful experience for most people.
I really kind of hope they don't introduce any new mill triggers, personally.
Well, we got the Impmon,
I feel
right? We already have one.
I mean, like, in terms of, like, actual card advantage, like deleting stuff, that's fine, but like gaining memory, drawing cards for the active milling, I feel like those are the two big no-nos that they really should stay away from. But knowing Bandai, they're probably going to do one or both of those things.
All right, so how did we get an E-cross 6 on board here? Am I missing something? Or are we tucking it under and we're just being a little lazy about it?
I think they might just be a little lazy about it. It's kind of like what we said. There's no reason why they can't get 2 E-cross 6s to be able to out the Omnimon.
Right.
So it looks like they attack, or no, they wouldn't have been able to attack. So he would have had to Miraculous the metal. Yeah. Okay. So.
Oof.
He gets rid of the Omni Ace, because that's like the big weakness of the deck, is if you're able to get rid of Omni Ace twice, then
they just fold. It looks like that's what's probably happening.
You just crumble.
There's
a Nokia. So there's a
not at 8 memory, right? Yeah, here we go.
I was like, if there was a rookie in Raising, there's actually a chance.
Where's the fishes? Do we have fishes tonight? I don't know, Genki Vaughn. I don't know if we have fishes tonight, but we are going to go into game 2 of this Omni. I need to get... I was late today. I don't know what to tell you guys. I still feel rushed, but how do you feel while they're shuffling? How is... let's talk about EX9 into BT22. How you like both these sets since it's been so back-to-back and rushed?
Very underwhelmed. I will say that, but that's
in what way? Go ahead.
It's in the way where I feel like the meta is constricting the decks to where there's not a lot that's like, there's a lot of good and fun things in the sets, but when you get decks like Megidramon and Omnimon and Sakuyamon, it makes basically playing anything else very difficult when it comes to new stuff, because it's not better than those 3 decks.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, Omnimon, you put Omnimon in top 3 right now? Or
Royal Knights.
okay. Yeah. Well, you might as well call it Omnimon. I feel you on that.
Yeah. Omni X Royal Knights cool boy shenanigans.
Omni X and friends. Yeah, I feel that. That card.
And like
that card is so that everyone talks about, like, what's the popular term right now? Calling something a custom card. Like Omnimon X in Royal Knights really is just like the most custom of custom cards. It feels like to me most of the time.
He kind of is like he does an absurd amount for what he is. Like he is borderline the definition of power creep incarnate.
Yeah, and honestly, like, it's funny because it's like I feel like every Omnimon has been like, they keep finding a way to make each Omnimon like a power creep version of the original one. Like, I think every Omnimon ever printed in some way says delete a Digimon, which, like, BT1, that was like our power level ceiling, right? It was Omnimon, go into Omnimon, delete a Digimon with all the Digimon with the same name, I guess I think it was. And then he could unsuspend one time back then, because you could like bring back the 6 to hand or put it to the bottom of the deck or something. I forget his full effect.
He adds it to hand and then he gets to unsuspend and make another attack.
Right. Omni DNA choosing to go first here?
They went second.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
They're at 4 memory, and the Cross Hearts decided to just no rookie in raising, which is big oof. If they don't have it, they don't have it, and then they just tame her up, which is fine, and that allows the Omnimon player to just tame her up in response.
Do you think this is worth it though? So we were put at 4 memory, so we decided to double tame her up and put our opponent to 5. Where, like, we could have just played the Nokia and then choked our opponent at 1. What do you think? Is it better? Is it more optimal here to get the second tamer down, or do you think it would have been better to just choke to 1? Is it just that important to have all this up for Omni?
You could go either way, but I think as the Omni player, because you know how explosive your deck can be, getting the Nokia and basically the opponent not having a response to the Gabu is going to be pretty huge, because now this opens up the opportunity to do some absolutely insane shenanigans if they have everything.
Oh, right, because now we don't even have to promote this Agumon. We could just start a main phase here. Oh, okay. Not going to do the start of main phase. I was going to say we could potentially like start a main phase but we're attacking. I thought we need to Digivolve.
That's a choice.
Okay, we get the draw. Hopefully they do that. I'm not sure if they...
maybe they're trying to set up a Miraculous. I was just like, oh, right, because the Miraculous will play the Gabu out.
I'm not sure if we drew for Koro, but might have missed that. But we got 2 cards.
Yeah, funny enough, I'm going to be trying to test out the Omnimon deck at locals when I get the opportunity. It looks really good, and then I'm about to order my cards tomorrow when the set actually releases and the floodgates are open.
They did draw for Koro. Thanks, guys. You guys always keep me in check. So you want to? I've theorized about. I've kind of wanted to play the Omni DNA deck for a while now, but at this, it gets to a point where it's like you have to catch up on so many cards that it just kind of like doesn't entice me. But where are you at with the tamer count? Bad. Like, if you want to, what's your tamer count in your head for Omni?
I'm on 441. So 4 Mat and Ties, 4 Nokias, and then 1 bonus Nokia.
Which Mat and Tie? Or is there only one, I guess?
The BT17.
BT17 Mat and Tie. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's the
I think he just does a little bit more because of the allowing you to attack at the end of the turn.
Oh, okay.
That's like so huge right now.
And how much do you value the adventure one, the one that lets you on play, recycle a piece or draw one?
0. I mean, if I do play that card, it's maybe a 1 of, and I take out one of the BT17 Mat and Ties.
Fair enough.
Because, like, the deck already has some good recyclability as is.
And what about your opinion on, like, because I see lists also trying, because are you running the new Melga and Wargrays in your build? Because they do require Nokia, right? So is there a world where, if you are running them, is there a world where you play the old Nokia?
I would run the old Nokia as a one of.
Okay.
Just because she's low-key secretly pretty good, reducing Digivolution cost when your Digivolution cost, if you're warping, is pretty big. Plus the play a rookie is basically the same thing as just hard playing a rookie. You just get 2-for-1 value on that, and like you need all of the value you can get.
Right. Looks like we did we were going to E-Cross 6 pretty early here. I mean, it feels kind of early, but realistically speaking, we've gotten so many tamers over a few turns because I still feel like putting us to 5 was so much.
I think the Omnimon deck's kind of just brickin'. It really doesn't seem like they have it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't. Yeah, I mean, on the turn we had 2 rookies. We didn't establish a War Gray or a Melga, so that's kind of rough. And now we're gonna ruin mode the board and potentially OTK. Can we OTK from here? We would need.
I don't think
we can. Oh, we do have a yellow Taiki though. So if we're missing 1 memory to use the double. Do we have another tamer hand? Tell me. That would have been disgusting.
Yeah, because imagine a situation where you play like the Nokia out, and then you like as the last attack or the only attack that they did, and then you just get so much extra value because the Nokia would play a level 3, so it's almost like a security Digimon.
And we're gonna tap down the tie and mat. That's rough.
Ooh, yeah. The Volder Arm is definitely pretty nasty here because that locks them out of a lot of potential plays.
We don't get the on play of the Agu because we get the Nokia, but maybe we can still.
I think their only choice is to like go up into War Gray and kind of see what happens.
We can maybe play Gabu 2 and then.
Interesting that they chose not to raise, so they might not have another rookie. Oh, well, they do have an Ukomon, I guess. So this is going to be still a pretty sticky spot for Omnimon no matter what. And I feel like that's the big downfall to Omnimon is maybe the consistency isn't allowing it to move as fast as it would want.
Right. No, I kind of agree with that. Looks like we're going to Digivolve into the War Gray, but that's not going to do much. That is going to present, maybe we have a DNA play coming up for that.
If anything, it means that they are threatening Ace, and if they try to clear the War Gray, then the Miraculous triggers. So it puts them into a trap situation no matter what they do. But the Volder Arm is just so spooky still because of Partition.
Yeah. And here we delete the we actually choose to delete the what's it called, the Raptor Sparrowmon off the War Gray effect. Would you rather delete the Sparrowmon or the Starsmon here?
Probably the Sparrowmon, just because the Sparrowmon can do a little bit more as is versus the Starmons.
Spicy Floodgate. Level 7 turn of Floodgate is wild. Yeah, I'm still not a big fan of Floodgates. Like, I think that's still my like number 1 spot where I feel like the card game's going not in a fun way. Like, I know we've talked about it on your podcast once or twice about how like when inevitably your card games are cheating your resource system, that gets pretty problematic. But I would definitely say like a step worse than when a card game starts letting you cheat the resource mechanic is when you stop letting your opponent play the game, and Floodgates is like one of those primary ways that like that happens.
I think Floodgates on the lower levels is fine. It's when we have the ability to get up into the high level ones that are way harder to interact with, that's when they become a little bit extra problematic. And with the level 7s more specifically, both in Rune Mode and Volder Arm, it's just extra brutal because they are lingering Floodgates.
Yeah.
So like it's not like, oh, I could just out this with the ability that they're not trying to get rid of.
Wait, does it not get deleted? Are we bigger? Are the Shoutmon Inheritables
Shoutmon Inheritables are usually Rush.
Oh no, we have the Z Greymon, which just gives us extra DP. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And do we have the Omni DNA play? We're gonna. Looks like we are gonna go Shoutmon.
Yeah, they have to ace here. Do they have ace? Is the question.
They have it. Okay, we do. And it
yeah,
was. I
do
think
have
I
it.
agree with this in the sense that we waited to the last possible moment to do this. So let's resolve Omni DNA. This is the original BT17 one. So what is it? We get to bottom deck and then delete one guy. It gets kind of gross.
Yes. Yeah, bottom decks one, deletes one, so it kills two things, which is really strong. And then he's also a blocker, so even if he does have like a cheap rush play, say with like the BT12 King Shout, I don't think he has enough memory for that, but
11. I mean, he can attack. We'll see how cheap he can make it. We have 4 colors, so the Omni will be smaller, and we have collision, so we might see an overflow 5. Oh yeah, with the alliance we're definitely bigger than this Omnimon, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's gonna be extra brutal. So
all right,
yeah,
we block overflow 5,
go back to 0, and then they don't really have to do anything because now the pressure's really off them. Actually, if they have a level 7, I would just fold their arm again, just to ensure that the opponent can't do anything.
Are we just scooping? We won?
Yeah, maybe he's just like,
is there a restand that I don't know about? Because I feel like Omni with 2 Nokias on board should be able to bring that back. Did I miss something?
I feel like it is a scoop.
Oh, okay.
Because if he just doesn't have it, then it's not worth trying to make the plays. And like from a tournament perspective, that's smart. Like, especially if this was game 1, just pick it up, go to the next game.
Yeah, but this was game 2.
That's a big skill that I feel like a lot of people don't seem to have, is when to call it quits. They always want to try to squeeze every last minute of their game out, even if it's not going to do them any favors. And half the time it's actually in their detriment. Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of people out there that'll be like, oh, I still have security. Who knows what's in there? Anything could happen, bro. That's why I never give up. And I'm like, bro, what, like, how many?
I mean, at this point, removal options are dead. Security's at an all-time weak, where it's just like reasonably most things can live through the majority of security attacks. So it's just easier just to scoop it up.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to table 2. We got a couple of people that I've actually caught before. I don't think they might be new to Eagle's Nest or just returning to a time. But let's see what they got. It looks like they're in between games, so we're actually gonna get to start this match kind of fresh. So that'll be fun. Really cool playmat from who? Do you know which artist this is for the Alphamon?
The Alphamon, I have no idea. I know the Ragna is like Cho Sugoi or something.
Oh, that's a Sugi draw. Asagi.
Usagi draws.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I'm thinking way back before they rebranded.
Yeah. Digimon has definitely had major power creep since I entered around BT12. I feel like every set just has that one card that skips your big turn potentially. Yeah.
So if you want the fun fact, the power creep really started around BT14. It's not Lugamon's fault, but Lugamon definitely heavily incentivized OTK strategies being more normal. And then the training cards definitely did a lot more damage than good, because now we just are making our decks more consistent while giving the opponent nothing to interact with. So the combination between those two factors, along with like some of the future prospects, because EX5 was basically a mistake of a set, not to sound too negative, and then BT15 had Apocalypse, which that was a
disaster.
Yeah, that was a big disaster. And then you have BT16, which was Magnamon, which was like the power creep set. So like the subtle start of that change happened around BT13, BT14, and then it really cemented itself in BT16.
So yeah, I can kind of see that. Like for things like Fenrir Lugamon, I've kind of liked those decks. Like I liked Fenrir Lugamon, D Brigade was cool. It's really just like I feel like for me it's just like the unanswerable floodgates that just still like just bug me. Like medieval is even fine because like while medieval like things like I know chat is gonna kill me, but like when we compare floodgates, like I feel like things like medieval and even Mirage, and then by also turn of a coin, the floodgate rookies are all kind of like on the same like level of like if you deal with it, you don't have to deal with the floodgate anymore. It is like the Valder arm that says can't unsuspend, just period. You can delete the Valder arm, still can't unsuspend. You're just cooked once that hits the board. And the same with the Virus Imperial. Like and the more we get of those effects, I don't know how to feel. But I'm gonna Marcy lets us know that Oranosmon here, so yellow Apmon is what I'll call it because I'm not a fan of saying Oranosmon. Won game 1, so our players here are in game 2, and it looks like we have like some kind of DM, or I'm gonna call it like a type of DM deck using the Black War Gray X Agumon, or like the Black War Gray Agumon from like BT8. So this is gonna be interesting.
It might be DM4. I don't know. It's DM hodgepodge.
Yeah, DM pile, some form of DM pile. I'll have to see. I do love the Monochromon. I think Monochromon is probably one of the sleeper level 4s in DM going forward. But we do get to attack, and we go into a Metal Greymon. This should be enough.
They training. So training suspends you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is going to delete the level 4 anyway because of the Metal Greymon. So he trained so that way
we'd have another source.
Can Metal Greymon and have the extra for the deletion guaranteed.
Oh no, we did attack. Looks like we did attack because we digivolved using the bubble, and then
yeah.
Oh, it's this deck.
Yeah, I was theory crafting this deck too, just because like I could just like training and raising, training in level 4, digivolve into level 5, and if I have like X antibody and whatnot, I think I mapped it out where you could get 5 checks through 2 trainings and a full set of X evolutions.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. And we're set up, and I don't know if Yellow Apmon can deal with it. I mean, to be fair, this promo Black War Gray is what 11k, so like just hit a level 6 and we kind of get cooked, unless I'm misunderstanding how the DM inheritables work here. I don't think unless
I think one of them has DP gaining on it. I don't remember if it's
we have the yellow rookie. It's hard to remember. Is that the Patamon rookie?
Yeah, it's either making their security weaker or something in there is making his his attack bigger.
Yeah, I think it's the security weaker because definitely the Monochromon doesn't have that, and then it's Metal Gray, which is Sec +1. But we do answer with a Digivolve here. We go, was that Tweetmon? No, I don't think that's Tweetmon.
No, it's not Tweetmon. It is Musimon or MCmon.
Oh, okay.
I literally am staring at all of the cards in front of me because I was also planning on building Oranos because I have a sweet spot for apps.
That's fair. You're not alone. Plenty of people have a sweet spot for apps.
Apps is in like card wise they're fine. I like the mechanic, but anime wise, like it's such a sleeper season. Like coming off of the coming right off of Cross Wars, which the first 2 seasons with Taiki was, to be honest, just okay. It's not great content. I think Hunters was a little bit better. The big union at the end felt very good, but everything leading up to that was like and so like going back to apps, and apps felt like a return to form, was just so refreshing.
Oh man, and did we just clear security so Greymon takes game 2, I believe? Or oh no, we're calling it so Greymon wins the whole thing, actually 2-0 or not 2-1, the Greymon takes it. Yeah, it looks like they're reporting in now. Um, no, yeah, no, I actually, for me, like, I stopped watching Digimon after season 4. I think it was just like, it's one of those things where just like I grew past Digimon and like it kind of stopped being easily accessible through like cable. So like I never really got a chance to fully watch season 5. And even then season 4 was on like a weird channel and like at a random time. So and then
Yeah.
after that, like by then I was deep into my PC gaming phase of my life. Yeah, that was a sick deck, and I think I don't know if someone said it in the chat. Uh, Medieval is fine until it's not. Yeah, I mean I know what I said is a little. What I said about the floodgates can be a little blasphemous, and I'll accept that. But like you guys understand the point I was going for. It's like there's a difference between a floodgate that can be answered and then a floodgate that you just have to eat until you skip turn, which anything that says skip turn is probably just not fun, right?
Yes, Medieval Gallant is in a very rough spot, I would say, from a card design perspective, because it's like he does limit what you're able to do. Yes, you can get out of that, but yeah, he feels less meta dependent than Death Exmon, and that was Death X's like big thing.
Right.
He was a good card for very specific metas.
Right. I agree with that. And look, I'm not trying to justify. And I'm not trying to justify like how strong Medieval is or isn't. I'm just using them as an example for my premise of like the difference between something that can be dealt with versus something that you just kind of have to hold that L for fun. We're here at table 6 versus we're gonna get to watch some All Force versus another Omni DNA.
All Force looks really good right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably one of the better blue decks. As like a blue person who plays primarily blue decks, it definitely looks like one of the better blue decks. Just because the toolbox is pretty deep and it just got access to a lot of cards that help fix some of its issues.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people look at the All Force support and they're like, "Oh, super evade. Guess it's still gonna get digivolved, haha. Minus 12 KDP. You're still dead, haha." And I'm like, realistically speaking, how many decks are really doing that much digivolve right now? Like off the top of my head, it's like the only thing I'm worried about is like, or if I'm All Force, I sit down, maybe there's a deck or two that can digivolve once a turn. And then there's or you can, right? That's like the other thing I'm terrified of.
There's a lot of decks that just casually digivolve though. So like in a competitive spectrum where you don't know exactly what you're going to be facing, especially in the earlier rounds, like those random decks that do just have access to digivolve, like apps as an example, just can be a little bit on the spooky side. But on that same spectrum, if you're going for that type of like deck, you might as well just play Galacti, and he kind of covers that same thing where he does have digivolve and he can also delete tamers. So like that's kind of where the arena is like really good, because maybe the bouncing can help dodge it and you still have access at a tamer at all times.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I really do like this new arena. I feel like this arena just means you don't have to find as many you just don't have to find as many I don't know how to say that, as many tamers, because this one arena can act like 2-3 tamers depending on like, you know, the world you're in. And I feel like that's also where All Force like used to struggle, is like sometimes you just don't have enough tamers. And it looks like we're not in an impressive board state here. We're staring down 2 Matt and Ty and Matt's raising of an Agumon. We did choke to 1, which is good, but like there's a world here where we promote this Agu, drop Melga, digivolve the Agu into a War Gray, and then gain 4 memory. I think that's still past this turn, but again, establishing ace like 2 bodies that we can potentially ace to is kind of gross, and not establishing R6 is bad. Oh, but we're just we're just not looking good.
That's a really rough play. Just hard drop Uko pass, because All Force, outside of literally missing Ulforce, they are very set up.
We're close to game here. I'm not sure what the security. I think we're at.
Oh well, there's an Ulforce.
Oh, there it is. LG. Yeah, that's the ace though. So I mean, I guess the ace might be good enough for this situation. So.
I mean, it looks like he has what 3 security to 4
Digimon,
attacks. And,
yeah.
I think the ace can still multi-attack, just not as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do we even bother?
It's still 5 attacks.
We just attack.
I think you, I think you just go in.
Miraculous to play another tamer, right? But yeah, with 2 already on the board, they definitely didn't get enough draws done to see another one. Here comes Vidra. We get deleted there, but at this point, we're turning things 90 degrees. Out. Yeah. Pick your direction, left or right, it doesn't matter. And that's game. We don't even need the Digivolve. Yeah, that was just... We needed to do something. And it looks like, just from peeping the top of our bird's eye view here, they just had nothing but Omnis in hand, which, again, like, it's just kind of the issue with Omni DNA. It's like... You don't have like when a deck doesn't have the traditional way to draw, you really need to start pivoting towards those things that do draw you cards, like Royal Knights, right? Like think of like they don't traditionally draw, but they sure as hell play the cards that let you keep digging. We're talking Cool Boys now drawing you 1 is a really important card. Your OG Megidramon is what on play draw 1 is that the on play draw and then. Or am I thinking Purge?
No, there is an Omeka that draws you cards, and then you do have options that draw you cards and search, because you have 2 options. Purge draws you a card, and then the new one just searches top 3.
And you get 2 hits off of that, like, which
yeah,
that's just good. So like
that's why Wisteria is like an insanely strong card, and I really like the gem boosts. But again, like. I like the memory boosts over the other trainings because it's a little bit more fair of a card to use that has less ways to exploit it and more ways to actually defend against it.
Yeah, I mean, like I think it's just for the training versus mem boost argument is always going to be like I still feel like for training, like at the end of the day, like the fact that it forces you to evo when you use the delay effect is kind of like kind of what balances the card, right? Also, I'm in like the dark of the night over here. Anastasia, don't find me.
I think it kind of breaks the card, to be honest, because most of the time you're using that on your level 4. So that way you get a free evo. So like in BT14, technically it started a little bit before that. It was like EX4. EX4 was the first time we had start of main on a rookie. Then BT14, we got more rookies that did that, and the training cards were designed to sell you those rookies. So that way you can use the rookie's start of main effect and then get full benefit from your full Digivolution line with the trainings. But that inadvertently power crept the game because now you have an effect for moving out of raising, an effect for digivolving, and another effect for digivolving, and next thing you know, you could be in a level 6 Digimon and you only spent 1-2 memory.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree, but I just like trainings. I think trainings. I think we were living in a war. I think trainings. Like, I think there's another side of trainings that like kind of. Like we were in a very, I feel like for a long time there was like, we were in like these alternate, we were venturing into these alternate style decks. Like Hunters was doing very well. Crossheart was doing very well until like the X4 hit. And then like EX9 like was a stack deck, but like they took advantage of the idea of like, honestly, like you go back to EX9 and like the format feels a lot slower because it like, yeah, it was OTK, but that did not mean it was fast OTK, right? It was, the format was, 4 or 5 turns of like searching for my pieces and then clapping you. But then all these alternate decks started coming out, and then I feel like trainings are just kind of like a way for like some of these like, it's the way like stack decks keep keep up with against the hybrids, against the cross hearts and the hunters, because it lets them actually generate value and then be able, like you said, promote, get some weird effect off, and then still get all your win digivolvings without having to be like hiding in the raising area. So I just think trainings have their place. I think the memory boosts, they deserve their extra cost, just because like there's more things you can do with memory than with the training, and that's the key bit, right? Like the trainings have a very like narrow space to exist in, and that's what balances them out.
I can see that. It's just give my philosophy, my mentality is give players an inch and they'll take a mile. They'll figure out ways to break cards in unintended ways, and that's it's not really a pessimistic look. It's just what I know from
No,
experience.
for sure. I mean, it wasn't the Bandai development team that that discovered like how stupid a Pokemon was, right? Like I don't think like, or Mother Control, like it's us that like really like you said, like give the player base an inch and we'll take a mile. Like I think that's fair to say. I think everyone could agree that's like we're the reason this game gets broken sometimes. Granted, they gave us the tools to do it, but I don't think
Yeah,
we're too
because
far off.
I was looking at, let's just say, I know this is a hot one, Growl X as an example.
Oh, that's
I
a
was
fun
looking
debate.
through
Go
all
ahead.
of the level 4 Digimon that revive Digimon in any capacity. There's not a lot, and one of them is on the current ban and restriction list. So I found that to be funny. I'm like, how many level 4 Digimon actually do play out other Digimon? And the answer was not a lot. Like, it's honestly less than 10, 20 cards. Less than.
Ooh,
Hello everyone, my name is Anitsu.
Oh, I hope everyone heard that. That's funny. I'm like I'm trying to craft the I'm trying to craft your sellout page, and I think I let the video play, which is quite hilarious, everyone. That's very funny. We can all laugh about that. What's chat saying? How's chat responding to everything we're talking about? All Force looks great when the opponent breaks. Oh, duh. All Force looked like the most broken deck in the game in that situation. Only being used for Evo is an attempt, but isn't enough for being 2 cost. Yeah, that's fair. I could see that argument for talking about the trainings. Make delays once per turn. Maybe that's something.
Like a master rule, make only 1 delay per turn,
or like a delay per name, right? Like something like that, so that you can't like Biting Crush multiple times, you can't Miraculous Mega Knight multiple times. I could see a world where that's possible. I don't mind that, but like to say like only 1 delay period, I don't know if I can agree. Rest in peace, Justimon. You know what I mean? Let's handicap the handicapped at that point. Like Jesus Christ. So they just become trainings with 1 extra memory in majority of cases.
Yeah, like the trainings being a little bit bad for the game is literally because the 2 cost. Like the efficiency of the use is so high and the refund is 100%, whereas if you look at some of the like training as an example, the usage is pretty high, but because it's a slightly higher cost, it's a little bit more fair and balanced, and the refund isn't 100%. And what's making Digital Gate Open a really fun card to use is, again, the higher cost led to, even though it is technically 100% refund, it's up to 4 memory, you could still exceed that because now we're getting 5 costed tamers. So like it's just the one thing that I learned from Magic the Gathering is and technically Force of Will, if anyone actually knows what that game is, the lower the cost you make your average mana curve, the more dangerous things get. So like Standard was operating on a 1 and 3 mana curve, where your power cards were on 1 mana and 3 mana. It used to be 2 and 4 mana. So that created a different game pace, and because they upped it to 1 and 3, they learned that was a very big mistake.
Trainings are available to every color / deck, though. I agree. So for like, I'm not Marco. I kind of like, as we're talking, I do want to preface that like I'm okay with trainings and memory boosts and these fun consistency pieces existing. Like often, like
I think
even
too many is an issue.
too many can be an issue because then we're just like hopped. Like that's where like I feel like rotation helps, but that's a different conversation entirely. What was I going? Oh, but like a lot of the time, like maybe I'm more aware because I play Blue Hybrid. That's like excuse me. I play Lobomon. I play a lot of Lobomon, so I'm more painfully aware than most people about the limitations that are placed on these training cards. Like the fact that I can't take my tamer and training with it like has hindered my deck building like infinitely. Like I sit there as Blue Hybrid or as hunters or as crossheart players out there, you guys probably also know what I'm talking about. It's like we don't get that card, so like there's just like this cool consistency piece that everybody else uses, we just don't get to. No white training hurts. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You can still use it. Like you just have to play the deck a little bit differently, where it's just like you could use blue eggs, and then if the promo wasn't limited to one,
yeah, that's the problem.
that
Well,
would allow
with
you
Blue
to
Hybrid,
train
it's a
each
little
promo for
different, right?
0.
Yeah, I know what you're saying because Red Hybrid, they didn't get a random color switch to yellow, so they can go rookie 4, 5, 6, and then actually play the game that way. And if their tamers aren't working out, so I know what you mean. But that sounds like it is very much a Risu problem. No white training. Oh, like poor Eosmon. Yeah, see, Eosmon players are also on team trainings. Like you guys get it. You guys feel me. What else? Is there anything
they have the promo. The promo is like insane at reducing their Digivolution costs.
It's not
like
training though, right? Like it's not.
No, it's not. They don't have a wait, I was gonna say they don't have a broken delayed option. I'm like, do they even have any delayed option? I feel like
I don't think so.
the direction Bandai has taken options is everything has delay at this point, and if it doesn't have delay, then it's like something to scratch your head at.
Yeah, I kind of like that though. I like because it's hard to put like Digimon will always be a game where it's hard to make options worth it, right? Like I mean, you can go. This is a pain point we had going back to BT1. I feel like options have to be really effing good, or else they're just bricks in your hand. Like the amount of time, like I remember, like it's probably blasphemy nowadays, but I remember I was playing BT4, I was playing a blue hybrid variant, and it was fun. And then I go into blue, back then in blue you would just run, I don't know, you'd run like 3-4 hammer sparks just because if it's in security that's kind of busted. But then BT5, BT6, 7, all these they're not 7. I'm gonna cut that back. BT5, BT6 comes out, and it's like then suddenly like the game's at a certain pace that I'm just sitting there like maybe even mostly BT5 I guess. Not what I'm saying, but like there was a point in the game where I'm like, man, I need to cut back on my hammer sparks because if I see too many of these, I'm just bricked and like I can't play the game anymore. These hammer sparks are not the level 4 I need to digivolve right now, or the 5 or the 6. So I'm just kind of getting stuck. And so like that's kind of the case for everybody. Like how many times out there you overplay options in your decks and then that's the hand you draw and you lose that game.
No, I definitely feel you on that one, and I think like certain options like Hammer Spark became more problematic because of the sheer increase in game speed. It's like what I kept saying, even though like yes, I do have personal biases with Mirage. I love that deck so much because it was basically everything I enjoyed. It just had a little bit of everything, and you could build it towards whatever way you want.
Mm-hmm.
But that aside, back when he was first released in like BT11, he wasn't an issue. Granted, we were facing with Black War Greymon X. that was a card.
Oh, no.
Mostly because of just everything involving that.
Yeah.
But even post his limitation, it was a good deck. It wasn't like the best deck because the game speed was completely different. It's just like we didn't have the ability to like hyper turbo into level 6s, and then he only became more problematic when hyper turboing into level 6s was more prominent. and easier to do. That's when he really became an issue.
I agree. It was like once we were able to go all the way to 6s, that's when Mirage really became like, it was also a little bit of player awareness thing, but it was also like we just got the pieces, like the extra pieces that we needed, right? Like the BT13 stuff did a lot. Like a lot, plus the Hankun. Like, I know there was like a lot of talk about, like this is Mirage specific. There's a lot of talk about it, like BT11 Mirage is so busted, but it's like there was a lot of cards that all came together to make that deck what it was. Like, I feel like that level, like I feel like that rookie, the one that says on play both players draw a card, very undervalued card, very undervalued in terms of how strong that card was for Mirage. The Sun and Moon, the Nightclaw Galgamon was an insane power creep for that deck that no one really respected. There's still
to gain memory is like one sin that they should learn to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I feel like CS kind of just feels like a worse Galaxy deck, where it's just like it's trying to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's just not doing the same thing. It's
because they trait locked it, right? That's the big thing. Like, they learned their lessons and they trait locked it. And that's like, you see that, like, this set is like, here are like the parallels of stuff you've seen before, but this time balanced. Like, I'm talking like the protections on the new Sun and Moon stuff, trait locked. The CS stuff, all trait locked. You can't just like sneak into a Digivolution that like what you weren't expecting. Nokia is a balanced, sorry, bit my lip. A balanced Davis Kent. The fact that like you don't have to play, you can't play beyond a second Digimon, disgusting. Plus it costs 5 and doesn't cheat you memory. It's just a memory setter, I think. So like, it's kind of nice.
It feels like they learned a lot, and that's why like I've said it for like the past year and a half. I always feel like we're just one good ban and restriction list away, and then they half bake it, and they don't commit to it, because like it almost feels like they did want to try to implement rotation based on their game design, like the sets that have been coming out for probably the past couple of sets. I'd probably say as of BT21, it felt like they wanted to do rotation. It's just they couldn't commit to it.
Mm-hmm. And I will say that round 2 has been paired, so we're gonna make our way. I want to follow the All Force player. We got to see a little bit of the last bit of their match, and so let's see what they can pull off. I know All Force is a fan favorite of everybody around, so I'm gonna get All Force on the screen for you guys. But that being said, while our players are pairing up, I guess want to remind you, welcome to the BT22 Eagles Nest webcam tournament. Thanks everybody for coming out. This is a show we run every week, every Monday, 7:30. It's me and Eagle yapping it up. And every Thursday, I try to get a guest, even though that's not always happening. But we got Zenitsu today. You've been part of this Digimon content creator space since, like, the jump, right? Like, you were one of the first ones, I feel, right? Or when did you start exactly?
No, I've been with Digimon since the very beginning. I have bought in cases of every single set all the way up until BT13. Mm-hmm. I've made it to nationals every single year except for this one because I'm taking a competitive break. Mm-hmm. And the very first year, because I decided to play in an Ultimate Cup rather than a store regional.
Fun.
So I have been very much around.
That's exciting. Yeah, and then we got a couple other sellouts, but the player, like, let's go through some of them while the players are still shuffling. We got become a channel member, helps me do the things that I do. You guys know the sellout by now. I'm just lingering because I messed up my stuff. But there's other weekly webcam tournaments out there. DigiGuard United does Wednesday and Friday. It's a double feature on Friday because DigiGalaxy also commits to a webcam weekly there. Digipanda merch. Everyone should be getting their shipping orders from Digipanda merch. They're definitely going out now. BT22 sleeves for BT22 decks. Imagine that. Riftbound is something I'm trying to do. Also, we get to talk. I want to talk about. We do have a special event coming up. We have Puerto Rico versus New York coming up August 16th. We'll get the trailers going for you here eventually. Here's some Gundam sellouts that I don't really want to talk about since this is a Digimon stream right now. But if you guys are looking for Gundam stuff, it's there, and we can talk about it if you want. I know I haven't responded to chat in a second. We were just definitely. We got some good back and forth going, but I will get back to you what the chat is saying in a minute. But for now, we got all fours. We got Germinx versus Lynx Forte. Lynx Forte being a fan of mine. What's up, Bran? And let's I'm gonna get the timer going, and and then after that, I will review what the chat's been saying. But yeah, are you going to Dallas here soon? Or nah?
No, I actually just announced that I'm on a bit of a content break
okay.
as well.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not done with Digimon, so I'm just burnt out.
I feel that. It can be tough. And it's definitely like I tell people all the time that like, oh, Risu, I want to do content creation, or oh, this and that. And I always kind of tell people off the gate, it's like, do it because it's fun. And don't do it because you think you're gonna get something magical or powerful or like fulfilling. I don't want to say not fulfilling, but like don't aspire to greatness to be here. Be here because you just want to be here. And I feel like you yourself are saying like you're a little burnt out. I'm gonna just step away. Just step away. It's okay. Like we're not forced to be here. Like in any kind of monetary sense, because there's no money to be made. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I mean, there is. It's just not a lot.
It's enough to fund a couple of my tournament entries in my boxes. I tell you what.
But yeah, we're not seeking to get rich off of YouTube. That's just not realistic in our perspectives because we both work like 9-to-5 jobs. Do other things on top of creation. Yeah.
Apocalypse ruined my chance at running with Gabumon. Took my best 2 cards. Yeah, like that's why. Blake. That's funny enough that you mentioned that, Blake, because right now the big I think you alluded to it earlier, Zenitsu. Everyone's talking about Growlmon X, right? And what? Oh, please don't hit Growlmon X. My Gallantmon deck is finally good as a Garurumon player, homie. Rest in peace. Like, let's start playing that Titanic song because, like, it's gonna happen, and at least you get to share the life raft with Gabumon, right? Like, we both are gonna suffer that fate. Because there's no way Garu X and Gabu X got hit because Garurumon X antibody was destroying the format.
No, most of the cards on the ban and limit list are there because of tempo issues. Like if you actually read all of their explanations, a good portion of them say this card allowed things to move too quickly and it made things too consistent, so we just couldn't have that.
Tomorrow I'm gonna play my local league top 8 with Blue Hybrid, and do me proud, Marcy. I know you can do it. Give every liberator or deck liberator emblems. Liberator emblems could be cool. That'd be stoked. Like I hope we get that, like a crest of friendship, a symbol of light, stuff like that.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Otherwise, only half of them are going to get it. So if anyone's caught up on Liberator lore, you have A team and B team. A team is the what we're seeing, the webcomic, and then B team is the novel. The novel right now is hunting for Cool Boy. So they're in a completely different dimension, and the A team is actually in Liberator, and they're the ones that are going to get their emblems because they're actually there to get them.
Oh, are we gonna? So we're not gonna get a Dynamon emblem? Is that what you're saying?
There's a very high chance he's not getting an emblem.
Oh, rest in peace, Dynamon players. I'm sorry to tell you.
He might get something else because. Who knows what magic Cool Boy can grant them, like the power of X antibody or something. So, they might get something comparable, but they're not going to specifically, based on speculation, get an emblem.
Got you. The direction with delay options is awesome, to be honest. It makes you want to play on board for a big reward. I agree. Wow. Or didn't I'm just going to say, we're just going to move on from saying names. But no, I agree. I do think like the trainings do incentivize playing on the board because again they do force that digivolution where like the memory boosts, like you can just pop a boost and digivolve in the back, right? Like those are the differences in option that a forced evolution, the differences between a forced evolution / cost reduction versus just raw memory gain, and like that's kind of where I see things are at. Risu, just play heroes. You can cross hybrid while also using training. So that's fair. Get to use the Agunimon's a really good card. I wish training worked on tamers in my red hybrid deck or any of the eight hybrid decks. I would be awesome. Maybe 20% more awesome. Yeah, I would love if trainings worked with hybrids, or at least something. Give hybrids something to like.
They have the delayed option from BT20.
It's only when you play.
No, BT.
You have to play a tamer, so you have to like pass turn, and there's no good like. It has to be you have to play a tamer with an inheritable, and most of the time like you're not doing that unless it's via like your level 6 dying. Or like there's a few ways, but it's like you have to work into it. I was just saying today I'm liking the direction we are going with the increase in draw power. I like if we want to like expand the conversation we're having into like the Digimon card game as a whole, I like a lot of there are like, think of it as threads of directions. There are multiple ways where the game is progressing, and I do like it. I like the way they are progressing. Like I like that we were potentially going into a world where level 7s are our boss monsters again. I like the idea that like our Digimon have protections, but like they also like our Digimon are also being able to answer board, and like the fact that we have to play on board more, and every deck seems to be like summoning an extra body, so like we can play on board, but then also we can delete more things. Like there's a lot. I feel like there are directions in Digimon right now where we are going back and forth, and it's kind of fun. So there's a lot of good things in Digimon, and draw power is great because I think like more decks getting the draw power means we have more games, and then we can balance the game. And instead of, because I'm always going to be against balancing like, oh, this deck's fine because it's not consistent, so you don't see it every game. Okay, so tell me that to my face when that happens to me round 3 in a big tournament and I lose to it because it happens to that guy that one time against me, and I lose my entire tournament run down to RNG. Like I would much rather decks in all card games be consistent, but like not game winning combo that like if you see it you just win the game, right? Like there's a huge difference there between like consistency is king and like the game is fun versus, oh, this deck is bad, but if it gets that combo it just like, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so the term that you're looking for, it's not one that I coined, it's one I found. It's disproportionate risk versus reward, where if you make decks hyper consistent, then the entire rest of the game doesn't matter because they'll be able to find their combo piece, and then once they find all of them, they Exodia win the game. And that's not fun and engaging gameplay, and that's where we are trying to come off of right now. But that's why I think Bandai needs to do like every BT set ban and restriction list, so that way they could let sets breathe a little bit more. Because right now in the secondary market, not to try to get like
go ahead
any I was gonna say political, but it's not really political, economic about it. BT22 right now isn't doing super hot because everyone already knows that like it's not a power crap set, and not every set needs to be a power crap set, but because there's lower stakes in it, there's no real incentive to buy it outside of fun or cool.
Is it? And is BT22 doing bad? I feel like BT22 is like definitely like, at least it's better than EX9 in terms of like the financials behind it. Like
Arata is the most expensive super rare right now on pre-release or like pre-sale for $5, and he's about to go down along with everything else. It doesn't necessarily paint the best picture. Yeah. All of the value right now is in the secrets, because if you're trying to play a CS deck or the Galaxy deck, you need those secrets. Except the funny thing is those secrets aren't necessarily 4-ofs also. So like they're not $40-$50 secrets either. So they're like 30 at best as of right now, and again projected to go down, especially if CS doesn't do any results, then they're definitely going to go down over time. So like if they did have a ban or restriction list as of the launch of the set, that would give more people a reason to want to invest in the set, because the meta's a little bit more uncertain, and the best deck might have just gotten hit, so that allows the set to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, I guess it's just gonna be. I think it's gonna be awkward. I think, I don't know. It's hard to for me to think of it like that sometimes, because I'm just like, oh, super rares are cheap. That's great. Everybody gets to buy and get the cards they want. I mean, like, there's so
No,
many.
I'm 100% accessibility. Like, give me cheap super rares every day, all day. It's just, I guess the reverse coin of that, or the other side of the coin is, are we really gonna have a lot of fun playing against Growlmon X for the next month or two until
I guess we'll see. I don't know, the meta, if we're talking about in terms of meta performance, like we've seen such like weird back and forths. Like we will have a tournament where Megidramon's the most represented, or Growl loop decks, Growl engine decks are the most represented deck in the format, and then suddenly we'll flip and then say only one or two topped, and then something else won entirely. Like we are in a really weird like ebb and flow meta. Like I remember at the beginning of this meta, like Sakuyamon was still the winning deck. Like Royal Knights is like, I don't like, if anything, I feel like because there's so many variations of the Growl loop stuff, I feel like people's perception is more towards of just kind of just being tired of seeing it, and that's kind of where I'm at mentally with Growlmon right now. Oh, we're playing the blue
also
teamer.
People are trying to find new ways to break it as well, because of just how generic it all is, because it is play the same level 4s and below and options, and then you could kind of customize the 5s and the 6s. So like it gives some interesting room for basically, if it had a weakness, they could build out of the weakness, which is why a lot of people stopped playing Megidramon, is because, okay, Megidramon had some very painfully obvious weaknesses that we were exploiting, and then they were just like, all right, what if we take those weaknesses out and lean towards a little bit of a different direction? And then the deck started performing really good again. That's why the Gallantmon version is the more popular version, is because it still does the same thing, just less weaknesses.
That's fair. Back to chat. The webcomics peeps are the relevant ones. Yeah, I get that's what it seems like. They definitely care more. I don't want to say care more about the webcomics, but those are the selling ones. I feel like, yeah, like Orisa, Shodo, Violet and Boots, and then Clothes, or is that, I guess also the water girl, the aqua girl. I don't know their names.
Yao.
It's Yao. Yao. My locals Discord had a debate on the restriction list, and the majority said Grav to 1. I think most people are like, yeah, Grav to 1. And after
should have been hit to 1 in the last ban and restriction list.
And after Lost in Translation Mon's performance, I don't know if you guys know that YouTube channel, but they recently topped with Safagamon using Tropical Venom. So, homies, I think it's time.
I was just mentioning, like, I was in a Discord call where East put out a post where it's just like, the new Lord Knight Tamer can trigger Parabolic Junk. And I was just like, oh, great. If you take that logic, then Shoto can trigger Tropical Venom.
Kind of nice. I can confer. The only card that people want now is Alter S. Yeah, I'm so glad. Chat, I picked up my Alter S Altarts for $30. I'm very happy about that decision.
I picked up my Alter S's base rare for like 10.
You plussed, bro. What's up? Both of us. High five.
Well, I'm planning on playing the deck. I have it 90% built. I just need to get some stuff.
Yeah, I grabbed it for
the Nokias.
They just had that Southeast Asia list for the Melga, so I was like, man,
I want to look for that. I want to see.
I haven't been able to find it either.
I gotta hunt for that list, because as a Melga as somebody who has previously played Melga and loved that deck in BT9, I want to see what they're cooking.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a sick list. For at least from what we saw from the tournament stream. After testing some CS, they just don't have the memory cheating and draw power that Galaxy has. It's too fair, lacks the protection, and lacks protection. But CS is also getting an additional full set of support. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what Hacker's Memory brings to CS. If it's gonna, I guess most people are convinced, or did they announce that it's gonna be CS support? We're not getting like
They did
HM.
not.
Like, you know what I
It
mean?
could very easily be HM.
Okay.
I could check a distributor website.
Ooh, this is painful.
let's
The
go
source
with
strip
GDS.
and into removal. That's so painful for all fours. Rest in peace. I did pick up Alter S for 15 each BB. Nice, Eddie. All the memory options need to go to 0. I don't. Oh, you mean the
the
zero
cost memory
cost
options.
memory options? Yeah.
I kind of agree with that. Even the less egregious ones, because like I said, give us an inch and we'll take that mile.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I'm okay with 1. Like, those cards feel cool to me at 1. Like, there's always like those like I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just like handicapped, but like I just feel like hidden potential at 1 is devastatingly game changing. But for me, like, I'm okay with Grab Crush at 1, Jack Raid at 1, Hammer Spark at 1. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just have to experience it to hate it. But we've had Grab Crush and Ice Wall at 1 for a minute, and like I've never been like, oh, of course you see the 1 of. I'm just like, okay, you Ice Walled me this turn. Let's see what we can do. Like, I've never. I don't know. Maybe that's a weird take. I did just check the panel in the chapter where Airy happens, and they were 11 sparkles. So I think the webcomic ones might also get something. Oh, interesting, Green Hill. That's fair. Though I have low expectations. Fair enough. It's both. SSJ Luffy says, time for 3 checks. What do you mean, SSJ Luffy? What is both? Actually, question for my Omnimon players: is it still good with only 1 Omni Alter S? How many Alter S's are you in your Omni DNA, Zenitsu?
At least 3, if not 4.
Really, that many? So you're heavy Alter S with your lineup.
He's the best one. So I think I'm on 4 Alter S, 2 Ace, 2 BT22.
Got it. Okay. I really like the
Alter S
22
is like
one.
the big Unga Bunga combo card.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. It's both. Oh, it's gonna be HM and CS. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I pulled up the GTS post. So It's going to have characters from Hacker's Memories, like Hootie, recreating various scenes. Many cards power up Cyber Sleuth themed decks. So there's your Cyber Sleuth support. Royal Knights Gather, so more Royal Knights support, because they really, really desperately needed that.
Yes, absolutely.
And then more Atmon support, so we get Eri and Dokkamon, which is the video game character. So it's probably going to be a very aggressive deck, which is something I'm very much looking
When are we
forward
getting the
to.
dog one? Isn't there like a dog Atmon main character?
Yeah, he's in 22. It's or no, Hackmon is 22, so he would, or not 22, 24, so he would be in 25.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah, because there's 5 protagonists.
Because he's the rival, right? Like, which one, like, or like Hadesmon is the rival? I don't remember which one they had on the
They're not really rivals per se. They're just like acquaintance friends.
Let me see.
That's
rival.
Hadesmon, and then the other one that is the protagonist's like childhood friend who turns out to be evil and then gets uneviled. That's the one that you're thinking of. Yeah, he's gonna be in BT25 if the pattern keeps going.
So that is the rival, right? Is that what you're saying, or did I miss the?
No, the rival's technically Hackmon because he was not.
Yeah,
really
Hadesmon. Hadesmon is the
antagonistic.
rival. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not really. That's going to be in 24.
Okay, that's the one I want. I want the rival because I want a rival set. We're building up to a rival set, or at least
and then the Liberators that are getting their level 7s in Hacker's Memory is going to be Violet. And then I think there's going to be something with clothes in that set also.
Yeah. No, oh no, closes get it. We're getting close in Sinister Order. I think that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah. So Violet is for sure going to be in Hacker's memory.
Got you.
So she's getting her stuff, and that'll be kind of cool because Ghosts needs it. Because Ghost is just a worse version of Megidramon.
Kinda right now. Yeah, I'm on
It
4
literally
Ultras.
wants to do the same play patterns.
Yeah, it's rough to say that, and it looks like this game. I think this is game 3. Oh no, this is still game 2. And we bricked on rookies from All Force, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're looking to be in a rough spot. No rookie and raising definitely means they can't make like a big power comeback turn.
Especially with these extra tamers. When it comes to eaters, it would really make sense if they make the possible new support eater/HM instead of eater/CS. That points to CS IMO. I'm on 4 Alter S for my build. Did a turn 2 kill when testing other days the other day. That's funny. Yeah, though. Yeah, the fact that you can daisy chain things is pretty impressive. I run 0 Alter S in my Omni build. Favorite one is BT22. I think BT22 is really good. I really like that Omni. The problem is it's not an ace, right? So it's like but we're comparing it to Alter S, so I see your point. Never mind. I just don't know how relevant.
You are right. Closed is Sinister Disorder.
I don't know how relevant the you guys can tell me how relevant do you guys feel the decode is on the Omnimon? Probably not.
I think the decode is just nice when it comes up, but it's not something you're like actually looking for to use. It's like, oh, when it lines up, sure, it's there just to get something back out of it, and then like because of the decode, it tries to daisy chain in a different way.
Offmon and Eugen will be in EX10. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, EX10.
Here is the 3 checks of Polymon.
Sinister Disorder's EX10, and I'm reading there. Oh no, yeah, they're right.
If I push for it, it can. Oh, we're talking about you guys, Rusty Wolf, and talking about the turn 2 Megidra loop, Growl loop shenanigans. He just needs to check security and hard play Apollo Ace. Yeah, that's true. Or Jawgrass. I feel Ghost is just purple Medussamon. Is that true? I feel like
No,
Ghost purple
Ghost is not
Megidra,
really-
right?
Yeah, Ghost is very Megidra-esque because it does the whole
Self-delete.
strategy where it just wants to go up into a level 6, kill the opponent's Digimon, kill itself, reset the level 5, go into a new level 6, rinse and repeat.
Decode is insane. Make an Omni every turn. Is that how it comes out? Wow, maybe I need to like learn how the decode works. I'm not super informed when it comes to that. Mike also agreeing that the decode is kind of cracked. So people are telling me that the decode is kind of cracked potentially. Yeah, I'm thinking for the meantime, I'm doing 3 Omni Ace, 3 BT22, and 1 Ultra S. Oh, I see part. Yeah, that seems like if I were to build Omni DNA, I'd probably be, my starting build would probably be somewhere in there, because you have to have the Ace threat or else people aren't going to respect your deck. And then I just kind of like the BT22, and then I also accept that Ultra S is just that good.
See, I'm a hyper degenerate when it comes to aggression. Like I just love aggressive decks, so that's why I'm 4 on the Ultra S.
Got you.
Because I love the Unga Bungas.
Actually, it's not Offmon, despite Offmon being the partner. Deos.
Yeah, it's Deosmon.
Was listed, if I remember right, not Reboot.
They are right.
Interesting. Decode
Super
is
Saiyan
partition, but also works with own effects. Yeah, I do like Decode is interesting. Decode Omni in
Decode's
Greymon.
one Digimon partition, but it also works on your own. Yes.
Decode Omni in Greymon, play out Agu X and Shine Agu. That's kind of cool. That's neat. That's cheeky. I was so convinced for a minute that we were gonna get like a black, like what's it? It's blue. It's what are the colors? It's like red, black, and then the other decode is like blue, yellow. And I was so convinced that we were gonna get a yellow Agumon because of that. But then I think I was talking to Hyper Coliseum TJ, and he was like, "No, you're dumb. It's because there's yellow CS trait rookies. And I was like, oh, that makes way more sense. I'm genuinely. Hmm? I'm
No,
genuinely.
he's right. Yeah.
I got you. I'm generally shocked we didn't get a list with the release of BT22. These decks needed a slower format. Oh, I see what you're saying. And having double decode means it works even if you have one of the parts out. Oh, because partition doesn't let you. Right. That's interesting, Luffy. I didn't think of that.
Most decodes is just one, so it decided, oh, we'll just make this fake partition and give it 2 decodes, which is actually better than
just partition. Yeah. I don't know.
Partition's already very strong.
Wait, decode is on deletion though, right? Or is it also an omni removal?
Omni removal.
Oh,
Because
okay. All right, Ryugu bottom decks itself, and that's how it procs. Never mind. Yeah.
Yep. I was just about to say that.
I don't know about in Omni, but Decode is pretty good in Fish Aqua. Yeah, I mean, I would hope Decode's good in Fish Aqua. That's the whole point of the deck. It's actually for the CS cards. Yeah, Luffy. Yeah. Nokia's Omegamon or no, our Omegamon. That's true. Fair enough. I mean, that's how they kind of did it. They did this weird thing where like all the CS decks have some reason to play with each other, but then also support their own thing. Like all the Diaboro stuff, right, can work in CS. Like
I think that's kind of cool from a deck building perspective because it allows you to basically build CS piles. And there's a lot of ways to approach that. So as a new player coming in, that's like a really good entry point because it gives you a good variety of cards and ways to build and approach the deck. And then they also do support their own decks, which unfortunately is how most people are actually going to be playing those cards, is just play the good decks that have more support now.
Right. And funny enough, like on the Diaboro's CS trait type thing, I was talking to, I forget which Diaboromon player I was talking to, but they mentioned that like you can just run Haguru in the new CS Haguru in Diaboro because you are going to get it's in archetype now. In theory, if you play mostly the CS stuff and with the new errata, like that new Haguru works, it fits right in. And you actually do the banana peeling thing because if you're on a level 4 Haguru Kurosarimon or whatever, you can do the banana peel and get like maybe you're on the CS Diaboro, banana peel down, get your draw card, and then digivolve into a different Diaboro that you may need in that situation for its when digivolving. There's some interesting things, and I thought that would like people like that might spark something in people's brains if they kind of realize that you could use that Haguru.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like overtly terrible. It just allows you to toolbox certain cards differently. I think like out of the Diaboromon cards, it feels like the level 5 is like the weakest.
I think this is game 3. I think All Force got game 1, CS got game, or not CS, Sun and Moon got game 2. So here we're gonna go into game 3. We've been in a pretty big yap, so I might have missed. This might be game 2. It's either game 2 or 3. But I think it's game 3. Wild, because Vmon reduces the Evo cost for Vmon, but All Force Ace Evos for 4 unless it's CS.
All Force Ace seems like it's just trying to ace bait you, and you're still just better off using BT11 if you're actually trying to push aggression.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I feel like that's been part of this All Force players' problem, is like I think their list might... I've only seen the All Force Ace. I mean, I think we saw X one time, but for the most part, we've only realistically seen the Ace in terms of your natural level 6.
Yeah, and I also feel like All Force Ace being a Royal Knight also inadvertently just supports Royal Knights in an insane way because I don't know. I'm getting this really like awkward opinion on Royal Knights because I think that Yggdrasil was a really fun card when it came out, but it came out before Aces were designed, and Aces are kind of messing with Yggdrasil and breaking it in half.
Yeah. We might have to see. We might see our Royal Knights today because like a lot of people keep telling me about how good the Leopard is, how good the All Force is, and I'm just like, okay. I mean,
just it gives them better early game plays.
For sure.
In my perspective, it's just like Magnamon's fine and all, but
Having
It's
more
not as
plays, yeah.
impactful as Force or Leopard or Ace.
No, it makes sense for sure. I'm not hating on it, but I'm skeptical, I guess I will
Yeah,
say.
the new Kentaros is actually pretty good.
I've seen a lot of it. We've seen that already. I think we saw that on Monday. Someone using the new Kentaros, in spades in Royal Knights, being able to bringing back Odin's Breath into the mix, which is something that the original Royal Knights build did. Definitely interesting stuff.
Yeah, and then they also can just so happen to use Alphamon as well, because all you need is the Tamer, realistically, and then now you have two different ways to play the Digimon.
Alright, so
So,
all force
I think
here,
that's-
passing the turn at 4. Not great, but looks like we're having a hard time deciding where we want to go. We're actually using the purple Digibubble here for the draw, I guess, helping us draw into our top end, which has always been kind of Sun and Moon's struggle.
It was only really a struggle because they were using not Sun and Moon cards. I think the deck, if it's just strictly using Sun and Moon cards, is a way more consistent version.
That's fair. We are going to Banana Peel.
I mean, but extra draw never hurts. Like, it never hurts.
All right, we're gonna go level 7, or we're level 7. We're at 7 memory now. The Sun God's not letting us really see the trash here. I've been seeing some Leopard Ace stuff. I think he's got to move out. Speaking of Leopard Ace, another Sao Ko loop found that's not a Mimi. Oh yeah, I heard about that too. I'm not concerned about it in the sense that like.
I mean, we already have one that's left in the game that nobody's playing, but I mean, granted, that one is really hard to achieve, and this one seems a little bit easier.
I should contextualize. I'm not afraid of it in the sense that like, if it's a problem, we already know that Bandai's willing to emergency ban list loops like that. So
they've been really slow to act though, which is always my biggest concern. It's like, yes, they can, but
I feel like with the previous loop, they were pretty fast on it though. Maybe
that's because like when it was like they had other things to pair with it to that emergency ban.
Okay.
I mean, granted, there's always things that they could pair with it. I could list off 20 cards that they could probably get rid of, and the game would be better for it.
Where's Digital Gate Studio when you need them, man? Where's that 300 card ban list? That was amazing. I know
300 card.
It wasn't 300. I'm exaggerating, but it was. If anyone else watched that video, I unironically loved that they did that video. That took a lot of balls to put out a video like that. And I feel like they got really, like, in terms of the comment section, they got bullied to hell for that video. But Basil had so much balls for putting that video out. I just respected it, man. Like, I mean, of course, I didn't agree with like half the list or something, but it's just like the idea that they did that and put that out there. Like, I loved that. I'm sad that I think the community is, how do I word this? Because I don't think the community's worse without them, but I feel like we lost something. There is something missing without them. I do miss them. I wish they would come back. I guess where I'm
the level 6 that they were using, chat, was the new level 6. It was just a proxy of it.
Oh yeah, so it's under the Ace, right?
Yeah, it was the new one that came out in this set.
The Dianamon. Yeah, so they're on Diana and the Ace, but we have been seeing this new the old Apollomon as well.
Old Apollo just hits hard. Like, that's never a bad thing.
Yeah, Blitz in here. What is this? 3 checks right here? Oof.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm counting 3.
Maybe, yeah.
And then reveal the security, delete the arrow. Oh, we get Arena though. That could help. That gets us 2 tamers, so we only need 1 more tamer for BT11 All Force to do something, even though it kind of looks like we're not on BT11 All Force. So yikes. The stack doesn't have protection too, and we're only on 1 memory left. So
if they set up Grace Nova, then it would have protection.
Oh, true.
Because they do have the level 6 and the inheritable to split off of the Sio and Co.
Can you Grace Nova with a 2 Apollomon? Because we don't have that's an Apollomon Ace at the bottom, right? That's not the Diana.
I thought that was Diana.
Maybe it is. I guess we'll see if they Grace Nova
If it-
at the.
Yeah, if it is Diana, then they 100% Grace Nova here.
Oh,
If
it is
they- if
Diana.
it's
You're
not
right.
Diana-
Okay, it is Diana. No, it is. It's just the printer ran out
Yeah,
of ink.
it's just colored differently.
So this is the start of your opponent's turn. This happens, right?
Correct.
All right. So we do get to go into Diana.
So they just Grace Nova, and now Grace Nova has protections.
How many protections do we have? We have 2 6s.
At least two. At least 2.
We have 2 6s and I think 2 4s. Yeah, but can All-Force deal with that? I feel like All-Force might be able to deal with that.
All Force would have to bounce it 3 times, which is going to be very difficult for them to do. They
You might be right.
they could do 2 pretty easily. 3 might be a challenge.
All right, so they're also at 17k DP. Can we as all four? We can. There's a world where our all force X is 17k DP, and so blocking's awkward.
One thing to note is I think that is the warp Vmon. So like they could potentially make a warp play, because if it costs 4 to digivolve into all force Ace anyway, then the Vmon
You can training
warp
that, right? Because
definitely
it's a main effect, or it's a your turn effect.
Yeah, it's basically like a floating static effect where if it were to just digivolve, then the reduction kicks in.
All right,
So
you
yeah,
can
you
training.
could training
Okay.
it.
So that would be for 2. That could be pretty strong. Guess we'll see what they end up doing. Grace Nova decks are also being designed to do combo on their own turn, so and Kao doesn't really have a place in the game. While Sao and Ko have fringe cases of being around getting around protection and stealing turns off aces. Interesting. Oh, but we're gonna go up the line naturally here. Getting another search.
I mean, that's
off.
fine. You technically get more abilities this way. So there's another arena. That's huge.
Could be enough.
Could be, because they'll Evo for 3, Evo for... if they have BT11, Evo for 3 again, the arenas would gain 2 memory. Bounce a Digimon, and then something else.
I guess let's see. It's like we're thinking about which Arrow V to go into, but
The good one?
looks like it's not. Do you consider this one the good one? Because I don't.
No. I think their best one was the brand new one.
It
It was either the brand new one, or if they do have the BT11, then the BT11 one probably would have also been fine. But I mean, they don't need to dig. I guess they would do it just to suspend themselves. So, yeah.
We do have Grace Nova just has blocker naturally then too, right? So we can't just attack. We could potentially. No, we don't keep turn if we go all force here. Unfortunately, we're gonna play.
No, because the arenas would only gain 2 memory.
Okay, so
Between
we
the two of
go.
them.
We give ourselves blocker evade here. Draw a card. And that sucks.
I think they're just trying to ace bait. Like that's really what it looks like.
But I don't think Grace Nova's Nightclaw Night Fang, right? So we can't banana peel at this point anymore.
No, they can't. And the evade will help protect the stack. So that way it will be a little bit more challenging to get rid of. Even if Grace Nova can delete on the attack. Grace Nova is just such a good card.
Are the arenas all turns? Could we potentially steal memory here if they play this wrong?
I don't remember. I don't play All Force enough to actually remember that.
No, same. That's my problem too. Let's see. I'll look it up.
Like, I only have enough storage in my brain for so many decks. All Force, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, definitely 100%, man. I think, like, that's why I just asked chat, because it's just like it's just not fair to expect people to remember this many cards. No, the all turns is a your turn effect. The all turns effect is the when one of your Digimon with Megidramon in its name becomes suspended. By suspending this tamer, activate one of your when digivolving effects, which honestly, like activating when digivolving effects when potentially the all force could just keep bouncing the lowest level, the ace, kind of gas. So we'll see.
Oh, this is going to be really rough if they're going to go into another level 6. Because then they can use the level 6 to help out the level 5, and then the Grace would be able to finish it up.
Well, the Grace just removes the level 5, right? Or not Grace,
Yeah.
excuse me.
So they could, like, Apollo
They attack?
deletes their Digimon.
Wait, why not evade? Wait, what is
I
it?
think
Oh,
'cause
you
they
can't
know that they're
suspend. Oh, you can't suspend.
Oh, right, because of the new Lycus.
Oh, is that the... Yeah, oh no.
Yeah, because
So
the
this
new
is just a
Lycus
bad...
just
Oh my god.
stops. Yeah, the new Lycus and whatnot stuns.
You may play one tamer card. No, does it? Does it stun? Without paying
I
the
think
cost?
the level 5 of the new one stuns.
Oh, the new level 5. Okay, that's Cressy.
Yeah, Cressy.
Cressymon stuns. So Cressy always stuns. Okay, cool. One old, never come up. I think they only have the new... Yeah, ugh.
Yeah,
Dang,
the fact
so-
that the new Cressy is also purple means that, like, now purple decks can start being purple top ends can now be abused in Galaxy engines.
Oh, that's so rough. Like, I realize now how... Oh, puppets. Let's watch some puppets.
Puppets. Always like a good puppet show. Oh, puppets versus Diaboro? So we're just token
they're
fest.
Or I think we're... we might have to leave? No, we're okay. I think the lag's fine. Anyway, you were
Just
saying...
the resolution might not be. Diaboro's resolution isn't the greatest, but that's fine.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be to know that they have a lot of tokens out and they're evoing into a level 6.
Oh yeah, the resolution tanked. Oh, we might have to leave this table.
Are those Aegis sleeves?
Yes. From was that Persona?
Persona 3.
Yeah. I don't know that game, but I know the fighting game, and she's definitely in that fighting game.
Which one? There's 2 of them.
She's in both, probably. She
No,
was in
she
the
is
first
in
one.
both. Yeah.
Can you
Because
win?
there's
Diaboro and Shimano?
Ultimax and then there's the first one. There's Arena and then there's Ultimax.
Oh, this is Diaboro. Oh man.
I tried to play Persona 5 The Phantom X. I just can't commit to another mobile game. I'm already playing too many. Zenless Zone Zero is already eating up a lot of my mobile game time.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, as much as I want people to watch Diaboro, I don't think I can. I don't think this qualifies as watching.
It's like early Dan Vang syndrome.
Arena and BB Tag mentioned Pog. BB Tag breaks my heart. I wish
BlazBlue?
I wish BlazBlue would come back, bro. Like, man. That is my I Habiki'd people, Lambda 11 million people, like there's anyway, promo Shushu. And we're gonna do our best to stay here. There's not a lot of round left, so we're gonna try our best to just stay here. We're gonna promo
do
Shushu
they
and
have
to
the
get the
full
token.
Unga Bunga?
I mean, even if they tried to, right? Like what is the full Unga Bunga realistically, right? It is.
So they go into Kaguya and then maybe end in a 9 Bootsmon. I think actually Kaguya might be stronger, so they could go up into either Neon Bootsmon off
Looks like they just scooped it up. So
yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to drop that. That resolution wasn't great. Let's see. We have.
Only 2 tables.
Yeah, looks like only 2 tables. Let's Oh no, there. Let's see. Law. We got the Omni DNA. A different Omni DNA mirror. A lot of people trying Omni DNA tonight.
I mean, now's the time to try it. Figure out what works. Figure out what doesn't work.
Dioboro stonks when source strip isn't involved. True. One person has established Alter S though, so I think that player is definitely probably winning. It's like
I mean, Alter S versus Alter S when both of them are immune. Like, what do you do in that situation?
Well, the Alter S isn't immune. It's only immune on. I guess it depends on when we win into this Alter S.
Yeah, it would depend on when they went into it. But Omni Ace, is that going to be enough if they just went into an Alter S? Oh, they just miraculous, and then they don't out the Omnimon, or no, do they?
I think they do.
I think they do. Yeah, because Omni deletes, he gets rid of it twice, so he just does it all on his own without any help.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my god, that's so funny. We miraculous. So we were miraculous interrupt to digivolve into our own Omni Ace, but
and then his effects finishes.
Yeah, our Omni Ace gets to work first. Oh, that's so interesting.
That's kind of funny.
Wait, whose turn is
there
it?
goes the other Omni. So that's a big upset. I think that misplay probably just costed him a lot.
Yeah. We raided. I guess we raided over the Alter S.
Yeah, because there's more DP.
Oh, because we have Nokia. Oh, of course.
Well, no, there's Agumon in there that increases DP, I think. I thought I saw the red. No, it's not the red-black one.
We're just going to hard slam our Omni Ace to get rid of their Omni Ace. That's going to be an overflow 5 back to 3. But can our Nokia work magic
now
here?
they just... Yeah, Nokia. It's either Nokia Magic or they just hard slam theirs, like if they have another ace.
All right, is this a double hit? We grab Gabu and...
No, I think... no, it might be a double hit. Looked like it was.
Yeah, we grabbed the Agu and the Melga, it looked like. So now we can hard slam a War Grade, digivolve into a Miraculous to play another rookie. Oh, that's going to let us ping pong because we have the Nokia out. War Grade to pick up. Looks like we're deciding if we want to pick up Omni or War Grade. Looks like we are picking up the
If they don't have the Omni, they pick up the Omni.
Digivolve into Melga for a lot. Oh, really?
For 6.
For 6. Digivolve into War Grey. Now it's end of
Omnimon.
Yeah, now
out the Omni, overflow, go back to what, 1? No, it would go back. Oh, they're just yeah.
So we get to attack, unsuspend, burn the top. We're 16. Busted. Actual check. Oh, Tamer. One more check.
Yeah, and then he just goes
Partition.
into security.
And then one more Omni for game. One more Omni for game.
Yeah, because we know he has the ace. Yeah. Because then he swings, burn the top, swing for game.
Yeah, that misplay really kind of hurt us. I mean, I guess it wasn't like... yeah, because we just didn't have enough memory, right? Because we overflowed 5 because we went into our ace and then their effects went off.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just kind of got, and that's gonna be timing around. So we're kind of done here. So as a reminder, if you guys are all 73 people watching tonight, just a reminder, this is the Eagle's Nest webcam weekly tournament, and we run this bat show every Monday at 7:30 Eastern, every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's a fun time. Mondays, we hang out with Eagle. We get it done. And then on Thursdays, sometimes I like to have a guest. And tonight we have Zenitsu, who just recently announced that they were going on a little content break, but they're here. They made time for me today. How you doing, Zenitsu? What's up? You got anything? I guess you don't have anything to plug other than your break, but if you want a word...
I mean, they could still subscribe to the channel. I'll eventually come back.
That's fair. So you guys can eventually... I mean, you've been around for so long. I think most people know have been around. And I think you've made, like, I've mentioned. I feel like it's been mentioned in the chat a while back, or like you definitely get a lot of heat here and there about how negative you were for a bit, and like I feel like I genuinely do feel like you've made a turnaround and trying to think things in more of a in a just in a positive light, and not like there's definitely a different way to there's definitely a way to criticize without a doomer mentality, but still hit the same points. And I think you've definitely pivoted into being able to do that. And I think that's wonderful for you personally.
I was trying to criticize in an analytical mentality, but
yeah, analytical can sometimes be a little like,
yeah, it's not much better.
Yeah, like it's more of like the escape of feelings kind of also reads as, how do I want to word that? The lack of emotion because of being analytical and being very numbers driven and like robot-y almost. The lack of feeling and empathy kind of also kind of gets translated into just doomer, right?
Yeah, and I kind of want to. Part of my break is just taking some time to reevaluate the channel, see if there's any things that I could improve on, and then wait to see what kind of content is worth making, because right now it just feels like I'm just been doing cookie cutter content, which hasn't been great for me because I've been bored with it.
Yeah. I think that's the important thing. I think like if you're bored with it, you shouldn't do it anymore. But like there's other people that will be like, oh, the content's dry, like blah blah blah, like, oh, this is like, and I don't vibe with like, so there's two, like, I guess there's two mentalities. There's like, I am bored with my content, so I should do something else. That's one mentality, which I think is healthy. And then there's another mentality of like, my content is boring, or this person's content is the same and it's boring and they shouldn't do it anymore, right? And like I don't know why I'm like changing it to a third person, but like just fundamentally, if you're having fun with the content you're making, keep making it. Like this isn't like about like, oh, like, because there's also a mentality of like, what I compare it to is there's a mentality of like, oh, someone else made this video, so no, I can no longer make a video. Like I'm not providing something unique to the greater content creation scene. It's like, homie, just make what you want. If you want to make it, make it. And if you find it fun to make it, make it. Don't like don't gatekeep yourself is essentially what I'm getting at when it comes to content creation.
Yeah, I've definitely been guilty of gatekeeping myself. I used to do a lot of content very similar to DigiPanda's, and then he would always beat me to the punch, and I'm just like, well, let's scrap that idea, work on something different.
Yeah, and it's like really like I don't know, I feel like the like let's be honest, chat, like let's compare it to Yu-Gi-Oh. How many best Blue Eyes White Dragon winning locals deck profile? Who's guilty of watching like 10 of those, right? Like let's be honest. Like plenty of, like, there is so much room for people wanting, there's so much desire out there for people just wanting a different perspective about the same thing. And like that's honestly like the heart of React content, right? And let's look how popular that is. Like I want to see Ludwig react to this new political thing. We're making stuff up. I want to see Mango react to this new political thing. I'm making stuff up. But like you get my point. Like people want to see their, you know, 3 or 5 the same thing, but 3 or 5 different ways. And that's okay.
I've been so guilty of that because I've been following Stop Killing Games recently.
Oh yeah, see, that's huge. How many people want, like, exactly.
I've been like, so many content creators just jumped on that bandwagon, and not necessarily like because it's a bandwagon, but because it's actually a good cause. And it's just like, oh, that's kind of neat. Just seeing it like boom and being part of that, it was kind of neat. I feel like if Digimon had something like that, not necessarily like a Stop Killing Games whole movement, Stop Killing Digimon, but like if we had something that we all just unanimously follow, that a whole bunch of people like are learning about also. Like, if the app had the news, that would be something that I would want to see everyone's opinions on. Yeah,
it happens all the time, like ban list discussions, or like, oh, the new ban list just dropped, watching everyone's reaction to that. Or most recently, I think it's nice to say that this was our biggest drama recently. I mean, was it Event Pack 8 debacle, like that, honestly,
Yes.
and that is the worst drama we've had in the past like 6 months in Digimon, realistically. And that's nice to say personally, but yeah, like getting everyone's opinion on that was kind of fun. So
I mean, rightfully so. Like, I feel like drama like that is usually for our overall benefit, because I get where they were coming from with that event pack, but at the same time, I don't think they objectively thought that through. They were just like, oh, we need to get this in other areas that aren't the US. But they
yeah,
also didn't give the US, who already have that and are getting it reprinted again in Billion Bullets. Like, that was a huge issue. So
yeah, I guess like for me, I'm still ignorant in terms of like the logic, I guess, because like I'm told that like it's just harder for some reason for Japan to get those cards, and like that idea, that concept is so foreign to me because we get handed those promos in droves. Like I show up to a local and I get it. Like I show up to one local a week and I got my playsets of everything eventually, right? And Japan is known for, in my mind, Japan is known for having 20 locals within a 1 mile radius. Like exaggerating, but you like again, the numbers are made up.
yeah, it's a lot smaller and more concentrated of an area, and it goes to show that like Bandai does have a distribution issue between all of the different regions, because they can't decide how to get these cards into the players' hands. Part of me wants to just say, cut all of that out and make it as simple as possible and make it uniform, where like you don't have to have all of these different products and different like methods on obtaining these cards. But
So how do you get them in Japan then? Like I guess that's what I don't know, because like for me, for us, it's just go
it
to
should
your
still
local.
just be store play. Yeah, it should still just be store play.
So how is
And
it?
it's not necessarily Japan itself. Japan's never had the problem.
Oh, is it
It's
Southeast
mostly-
Asia?
Yeah, it's Southeast Asia mostly.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say it's mostly Southeast Asia, which is why the reprint set happened the way that it did, was because again, Southeast Asia, they had a hard time getting some of those promo cards because they were doing them in Japanese magazines, and like they were very much catered to how Japan does promos, and that didn't work for everyone else.
Okay.
And then obviously
Interesting.
the product came out late here, tanked, and as a result, BT16 and EX6 did.
Well, yeah, I feel like RB. There's so many reasons why RB failed. Like it's more than just one thing, right?
Yeah, I have a whole documentary, like little video breaking it down, and its overall impact. So
Okay.
if you want to know more about that, I did a pretty in-depth study on it.
Ooh, all right. I might have to give that a
But it's
watch.
interesting that next year they're gonna attempt it again. So like hopefully they learned from their mistake.
Yeah, I hope so. Like the thing that tells me that they might have learned from their mistake is how good the One Piece reprint set really was when they actually put like some heart and soul in their reprint, which is what I don't know at chat, or I don't know if you partake in One Piece or if anyone in chat partakes in One Piece. However, they're our overlords. I think East called them our One Piece overlords today, but it's still Bandai. It's still the same company. So they saw the success of a reprint set with some heart and soul in it, and how well that could do, and like translating some of that into our Digimon set gives me hope if they really know what they're doing. Giovanni, Varney. It's Varney. Episode 8 is the best example of... Event Pack 8 is an example of literally no one likes this. Yeah, it was funny. It was very funny. The problem with game design and progress is that we all... Sorry, I can't read long sentences. Give me a sec. The problem with game design and progress is that we all, as a player base, like different things. So it's generally hard to come to a consensus as to we hate this. Yeah, that's fair. 100%. Like it's one of those things where it's like you can't please everybody, and if you try to please everybody, you please nobody. Or if you focus too hard, you start alienating. It's a never winning battle ever. Shit sucks. They're pricing for Tama battles, which is monthly from the looks of things. So those packs are only monthly.
Yeah, that would slow down their progression a lot, because we get them basically weekly. And if they get them monthly, then I could see how that would be an issue.
Got you. Oh, it's called money. Yeah. Yes, it's me, Varney. Man, I just found your second YouTube channel today, and I couldn't help but make a Magus XLR. Wait, what's the name of that show?
Megas XLR.
Yeah, that one. I had to make the Magus XLR reference in your comment section because chicks do dig giant robots. That's all I'm saying.
That show was like low-key pretty good. It was very entertaining.
So good, yeah.
Giant mechs out of a car.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Varney, and for you guys that don't know, we do support them here. The DigiGuard United has a second YouTube channel now dedicated to things not Digimon, and they're doing a little bit of Gundam. They're doing a little bit of Grand Archive. Let me see. It's called the main deck something. Main phase something. Sorry, I don't want to butcher that. Where is that? Go ahead.
Yeah, I always wanted to do like either a second channel or rebrand my channel a little bit. Like, fun fact, some Zenitsu lore, I watch way too much anime, so I always thought about being like an anime tuber in some capacity. I just don't know what I would do or how I would do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why, honestly, like, all right, so like, Chad's heard this story once or twice, but I'll say it again because we have, a good amount of people in here. I started my YouTube channel with one premise. I wanted to commentate a major event. We got there. But like the entire time of me making my channel, like I've always had the premise of I want to make it generic as F. Like DigiPanda's a dear friend of mine, and every time, I'm gonna be honest, every time I look at his channel, I'm like, that is very Digimon specific, homie. And we have Varney in here. Same story, Digital Gate Studios, or sorry, they're DigiGuard United, Digital Gate Studios. Like we have a lot of these content creators, or like even in the One Piece scene, we have Luffy TV, or like things like that. And I'm like, I want to make sure I am generic, so I can just do what I want. You know what I mean?
That's why I just used my online like gamer handle as my YouTube channel. Because I originally started off like more Zenitsu lore. I started off as a buddy fight channel, and loved the game to pieces. But the content creation scene for that game was like awful. It was legitimately terrible. So I was just like, hey, I want to actually make good content, and I was just starting off, so my content was very rough compared to now, but that was not a very high bar to try to clear. And then they killed Buddy Fight, and now here I am with Digimon. Although Buddy Fight is coming back in Thailand, and it's also coming back as like a crossover for Vanguard.
Ooh,
so I'm curious to see how both of those develop.
Magus XR reboot was greenlit, canceled due to Warner Brothers Discovery merger. According to co-creator, the show was able to make its money back from international sales in iTunes. Oh, that's so cool. Buddy Fight, my beloved. Yeah, Buddy Fight. I remember being in card shops when Buddy Fight was like relevant. And I couldn't help but just notice that like it felt like every month there was a new set for that game, and I was just like, how does anyone keep up with this? Jesus Christ.
Oh, I made bank on Buddy Fight. Like, so the reason why I was buying like cases of Digimon and understanding how that worked was because of all of the experience I had from doing that with Buddy Fight. Like, if anyone knows the set and knows the game, Solar Strife, it was probably my most successful set I have ever bought a case of and sold. That set was so fire. But yeah, no, Buddy Fight did have a lot of sets because it did the whole Bushiroad thing, where it's world-based, so not every set covers a world. So if you're playing a specific world, then you could just skip a set.
Oh, so kind of like what Union Arena is a little bit right now?
Yeah, where it's just like, if it's not part of the anime IP you like, you could just skip it, and it's totally fine.
Gotcha. I tried putting out a non-Digimon video and nobody watched it. Oh well. Oh brother, me too. TCG Tamer, another content creator. If you guys haven't seen them, we had them on the show before.
I tried pocket content and I realized how bad of a content game that is.
Yeah, I mean, today, I think this morning, I posted a pack opening because I just got my Sonic the Hedgehog, Magic the Gathering stuff in. So I was like, oh, let me open some of the packs. Oh, it performed terribly, but like. That's what I mean when I'm also like, well, I had fun making that video. and my channel's not like, the dream of my channel is to one day be like a Maximilian dude of card games, right? Like, I gotta do that content, and I found it fun. So like, I'm gonna look at that number, be sad that it's low, and just move on because I still had fun making that video.
I didn't know you also watched Max.
Oh yeah, I'm a fighting game guy. Or at least, yeah, I'm a fighting game guy. I definitely have a back. I feel like a lot of card game players do. We do have a tendency to be also fighting game players at some point
That's
in our lives.
probably true because of the competitive aspect, and there's a lot of
The idea of
like,
showing up to
parallels.
locals, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of parallels between fighting games and card games.
Royal Knights has not been able to land a single security check into this Megidramon player, but Megidramon's about to scoop here, and I think
the Royal Knights player lost.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
Oh, they just lost,
Megidramon, Guilmon Loop did Guilmon Loop things, and
Right,
they were
okay.
just like, I got nothing anymore. All my tamers are tapped. I have no security, no blockers. Like, you just got it.
Yeah, and I think this is the matchup why Megidramon is popular, right? Because I feel like Megidramon is good into Royal Knights, right? For the most part.
Megidramon is pretty. I mean, with the changes that they've made, they are now more favored into Royal Knights, and then the other top deck, Sakuyamon, they were already favored in. So, like, that's how the deck rose to be as popular and powerful as it is in the meta game, is because it just feeds on the other two best decks.
Wakala. That is a very Hispanic terminology. Game is over. Yeah, I put out a GA video on the DGU channel, and it didn't do bad, but it definitely messes with the algorithm for views, and that's how we ended up making a second channel. Yeah. Well, I mean, I did okay. Like, I mean, I guess like we can compare it to Eggman, who kind of like at this point has established himself as like Eggman Man, the Bandai Man.
Yeah,
So,
he got really lucky, and it's partially luck, partially skill.
I would say
and was able
dedication.
to-
He's done it for so long at this point.
He
Yeah.
expanded the branding to be Bandai focused.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was originally Dragon Ball.
Right, Master. Well, now what is now Masters? Yeah.
Yeah. And then he hopped on Digimon, and then he was doing Dragon Ball and Digimon.
Mhm.
And part of it, like, I almost hate to say it, it's very unfortunate, but Masters is like not doing super well, so it allowed him to be able to expand because he kept all of the Dragon Ball Masters people, which helped his Fusion World content.
Mhm.
And then when One Piece came in, he's just like, well, I'm already doing Digimon, I'm already doing this, so what's another game added to the list?
And then One Piece, whoo, to the moon.
Yep. One Piece to the moon. I tried One Piece, and the thing that killed my interest in it was literally rotation. I was building a Nami deck.
Oh, so we're enemies because I am very much pro rotation. Or do you mean like?
Well, so like
Go
I
ahead.
literally was in the process of building it, and then it very slowly, because I didn't have any interest in like hardcore playing it, and I was just like, oh, I'll just build Nami. She seems hyper degenerate that will last forever. And then they're just like, oh, here's rotation. And I'm like, cool. Here's all my cards back.
I see what you're saying. Okay, that's fair. I have that deck, by the way. Turn 3, play by yourself. Oh yeah, the Guillemon stuff. I know what you mean. Shock balls. That's why I always say support the right LGSs. Oh, we're talking about the Gundam. It's hard to say support your LGSs. I'm gonna be honest. Like here's how it, like there's so many
Sometimes
levels.
LGSs are like rude. Like
No,
they're
that's
very
not
shrewd and rude.
Yes, absolutely, 100%, 1,000,000,000% that happens. My point is like, it's so like sometimes I can't blame them when they like upsell stuff like to the like we're talking about 200. Like to me, like you like honestly though, like I don't know where I want to word this, but it's like your local LGSs need to make money, right? That's like number one. And so like there's so many levels to it, and it's rough, and like it's hard like when you're just trying to stay afloat as a store, and like you have a product that if you put online and sell, that you can make triple, double, quadruple, whatever you want to say, and then like like, you know what I mean? There's so much profit that like you could use to like keep your store alive, because having a store is better than no store, right? So there is that factor to it. I know what we're going to talk about. So grow your community, use your product to like maintain cards in the community so people can actually play the game and come to your store on a more consistent basis, and building that reputation, blah blah blah. All of that is true, don't get me wrong. But like there is like the main thing I want to say is that for me, like my prime example locally for me is I have a store close to me. They don't really scalp prices too high. Like they go up a little bit just because like, you know, tariffs are a thing, and like, you know, it's really hard to leave. Like let's say boxes are selling $300, but MSRP is $100. It is really hard for a store to say just leave $200 on the table, right? Like let's just be real with ourselves. Like that is hard to do for most people when you know the economy we live in. But so they go up, they'll go like 150, 180, right? But you also like you have to support those stores when the reverse is true, and I feel like people aren't comfortable doing that. Like let's say a box normally is $100, right? Again, numbers are made up. A box is $100. TCG player says it's $60. How could you be selling this for $100? Well, homie, I don't want to sell this box at a loss to you, so go buy it on TCG player. You know what I mean? Like, there's also that world where, like, if a store isn't scalping you high, you also kind of have to support them when they leave the prices in the middle, right? Like, or where they should be.
Yeah, what really got me with some of the stores that I was trying to work with was the fact that they were lazy stores, and they basically wanted me to do everything for them, and they weren't supporting me, and then they were getting really mad at me when I wasn't supporting them even more. I'm just like, I'm doing this for free, my guy. Like, I want to play this game. You're obviously putting zero effort in playing it, so like, what are we doing here?
So I get the money part, but you need to set high prices. But if you set high prices, it is gonna go out. No players is gonna play, then you die. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I think I covered that part already. That LGS is doing 30 for six packs. Is that not normal? $30 for 6 packs? Wait, that's $5 a pack. That's fine, right?
Yeah, that's right now current.
Is this my I don't know the price of milk moment? I agree with that. Thank you, Varney. For Gundam, I don't see it as much because I live in a city with easily travel to LGSs, so the community goes everywhere. That's fair, Green Helmera. I always buy
the city's the community, not the store. In some places, it's the store that's the community.
Yeah, I would say especially if you're like. It just depends on who and where you're at. Some places that's your only shop, so you gotta grow that community somehow. I always buy packs and boxes of random shit at my LGS just because they choose not to overcharge. Yeah, that like I think Varney, like that is like probably the most like that. I think that's the undervalued thing that people don't talk about when they say support your LGS, when they don't scalp you, etc., etc.
No, but my LGS that I frequent, this past set kind of hurt them. Not 22. I don't think 22 hurt them too bad.
Oh, EX9 hurt. Yeah.
EX9 hurt them really big.
Might go up now.
Nobody wanted to buy the set.
Alter S is kind of doing a flip, and then like Analog Youth still being like at a strong price value might mean EX9 holds some worth in the long term.
But it didn't help in like their
short
public
term,
perception of the game.
That's fair.
Because they told me straight to my face, like, hey, because nobody is buying the set and I bought my usual amount and now I'm taking a huge L, like thousands of dollars of L.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to be basically buying Digimon like I'm buying Union Arena, which is not a whole lot.
Oh. Yeah, and Eagles has talked about how neg. Like we went into some specifics, I think, on Monday on how EX9 hurt a lot. Even here at Eagles Nest webcam tournaments, we don't turn a profit on a lot, but EX9 was just particularly oof for everybody.
No, and stores will see that, and even though the set could potentially make a comeback in the future, it's just stores see that and then they start ordering less, and that's how BT16 happened. Is because the set that they looked at that for. And the big L was RB1. So because of that, they didn't order BT16 and EX6.
Yep, exactly.
So
I think that
really
that
hurt.
story goes undertold too, because everyone likes to think like, or a lot of people like to say, EX6 got or BT16 got short printed. How dare Bandai? And it's like that's not really the full story.
Yeah, because Bandai likes to print based on pre-order numbers because that way Bandai's guaranteed to basically make their money. So if the pre-order numbers are low, they just print less of the set, and it means basically nothing to them.
Then we import some, and the stores here sell things 10 times more expensive than card traders sometimes. Are you talking? Oh, we're talking about Brazil. Here in Brazil, we don't even have the product yet. Yeah, no. The whole EX9 situation for Brazil has been rough. Like, oh my God, where are you guys at with BT22? Do you just not have EX9 and we're going into BT20? Like, you're getting BT22? Like, what is the update now that we have BT22 here in the north, I guess, essentially. The normal Gundam is 30 or 25 for 4 packs because that's the rules at Risu Scroll, but the guy in charge is like, it's too confusing, so 6 for 30 is fine and 120 a box. 120 a box isn't bad. I think we've been enjoying. I think we're like not. Am I crazy? I thought 120 is okay for a box.
I have no idea. 120 sounds okay for like MSRP.
Because technically, if MSRP for those that may not have done the math themselves, MSRP for a Digimon box is supposed to be like 120. Because the MSRP for Digimon isn't, they don't have air quotes a box MSRP. They have a per pack MSRP, which I think our MSRP per pack is supposed to be like $5. So 24 packs, that's 120. So
yeah, it's something along those lines, but because the value of the singles isn't necessarily as seen to be worth the entire purchase of the box.
Right, so LGS is cut down. Yes, most stores, like, you know, we've been happy to live in like a $95 range, $100 range, but like if we're really being honest with ourselves, like it was supposed to be 120. So
yeah, I don't value any Digimon set worth purchasing unless it's like 85. Like 85 is like where my brain says this is probably what's worth it for a set.
Sure. I guess I'm speaking in technicalities for sure, but like
yeah, because
you know
I've been burnt really hard because I stopped buying cases to sell at like Digimon for me singles wise has not been profitable since BT5. That was the last set where I could say I broke even on when it comes to the profitability of a set, and I think there were very few sets where I would be able to break even.
No. My LGS originally were gonna stop buying Digimon product in until we asked them to, and now they keep a track of how many boxes people have asked for over just stocking randomly. That's fair. I mean, like, support the community you have, so you like kind of have like that guaranteed profit in your pocket, and like then you're just making people happy. I think that's like fundamentally like most LGSs want to have their people come in and be happy, and so like if they can support it, like there's a difference between like overbuying like case after case, but if you maintain a small like case lot for the players that you do have and keep them happy, and you have prize support, like I think you're gonna make your margins just fine if that's where you want to live, or as a store, I should say.
Eagle. I should preface it by saying like I also wanted a master playset of everything, so I would sell all of my extras for that profit. And BT5 was the last set I broke even doing that, and then I took giant L's on all of the other sets, and it just got to the point where I was just like, it's not worth me trying to do this, so I'm just gonna not do it anymore. So part of it, yes, I'm not selling everything from the set. If I sold everything from the set, then I probably would be able to make a little bit of money, but I just found the juice wasn't worth the squeeze.
750 real is half minimum wage. Talking about Brazil reals. That's the Brazilian currency. Got it. I'm pushing up my BT24 and the set after. Pushing up. Right. Oh, right. Premium Bandai opened up Australia and Z if you want more product news. Oh, that's so. I'm happy for that. I know Canada's still. Like, I mean, I'm sure Canada's crying at that news, but At least.
Yeah. Well, Canada gets their Bandai Premium stuff from the stores. Like stores order it from the distributor.
Oh, okay, interesting. It's always still weird. Where's Uncanny Girl? They can tell me. Oh, right. Premium Bandai opened. Okay, wait, I already read that. MSRP is $5 a pack, so I was right on that math. Sick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, only can get Heroine set because it's still pre-orders only, but good for us, I guess. Yeah, month and a half later for Brazil. Oof. 100 for my LC. You weren't doing singles right then. Oh, he was talking. That's him talking to you.
Yeah.
I got 2 cases for $100 per box. Yeah, and that's kind of the normal right now. Technically, it's the normal, I think, for $100 a box is where I'm comfortable. And that's what my stores kind of sell them at. Maybe a little under, depending. But I'm just putting that number out there. The 120 is like, technically, that's MSRP, everybody. Just so you can maybe appreciate what your stores do for you a little bit more. Yeah, I used to always keep a playset and go plus. Oh, yeah, still talking about that stuff. If this guy wins this turn after promoting a Growl X, I'm going to laugh so hard. Oh, yeah, yeah, we're deep in the yap. So this game, rest in peace. To be honest, for the most part, I tend to just get 3 boxes, and that tends to get me copies of everything I need besides the SRs. And 100%, Crimson Brit, I always tell people, especially if they're like really, like if you're hyped for a set, 2 to 3 boxes is like a great place to be in terms of getting the cards yourself and then having enough trade fodder to like finish, right?
Yeah, usually 4 boxes was my rule, just because it helped guarantee that I would get it. Because obviously, the more you get, box wise, especially from a single case, the higher the statistical probability. Because I've opened up enough cases to know how their statistics work.
Okay. I also buy a lot though. Everywhere besides the US gets premium Bandai through LGSs, which like I'm pretty sure people don't like that. So, the official Bandai store near where I live seems to be ran by morons. Oh, jeez. Since they are only stocking One Piece and are actively not allowing people to play any Bandai games. Oh, because isn't it? I guess I don't know where you are and who you are, but do we have Bandai official stores? We just have One Piece official stores, right? Like that's I only know about One Piece stores, I guess.
Maybe it is One Piece stores. I've never heard of. This is news to me, so I'm enjoying this.
I get 5 boxes and get the SP card. Oh, that's lucky. Number 1. But grats on that. I just buy the cards I need. Honestly, Marco, that's also like a great way. I just think like no, because people like ripping packs, right? If you like ripping packs, like again, we're a little blessed because Bandai's so like honestly the best card game for pull rates.
Yeah, I just I'm literally tomorrow I was talking with a guy and I was ordering my master set and a little bit extra, and it was like he quoted me right now on pre-sale about $400 for basically everything, and I was just like, yeah, that sounds about right, which would be the equivalent of 4 boxes. So yeah, a playset of everything for the equivalent of 4 boxes. I just make my life easier and reduce the bulk.
Bandai store, but I don't remember, and it would just be 1. I got you, Barney. Anyways, I'm gonna play horse races. Yeah. Oh no, not you too, Shock Pulse. Not those. Can we just stop being weird? That game is weird, guys. Oh, not only is it a gacha game.
Cinderella Grey was actually a pretty good show. Not gonna lie.
Wait, that's not what we're talking about. Wait.
Musume? Yes, Musume is the same. Yes.
Oh, is that the same thing? Okay.
Yeah. Cinderella Grey is in the Musume universe. It's a side story.
All right, I don't know I'm gonna be honest. What is Cinderella Grey?
It follows one of the side girls.
The horse girls. It follows one of, I don't know, man. The game is weird. Gotchas are weird. I don't know, man.
No, play Zenless. Like, if you want to play a really good gacha, play Zenless. The pull rates are awful, but because I don't think I've ever pulled like their high rarity characters past before Pity. But the gameplay is like, it slaps so hard.
That's what I hear. Well, that game does look okay fun. It's actually got gameplay though. Are we talking about the horse game, Green Hill?
Yeah,
I
Musume.
just think it's weird, man. I don't want to talk about it for too long, but
Yeah,
something
meanwhile,
about
Gallant's doing gallant things.
horse girls running around a circuit. I don't know, it's weird.
Dude, they have like 8 memory to do whatever they want. If they're not
Yeah.
winning this turn, I don't know what they're doing.
I mean, it's just, yeah, with this much memory, it's just swing.
Yeah, it's just rush geel swing, rush geel swing.
Oh,
Oh.
we were saving this for the final moment. Do we go Omni? We kind of need to go Omni,
Yeah, I think
right?
they're gonna try Omniing here.
Oh, we don't go Omni. That's it. That's it there.
Oh,
And we didn't have.
well, that was off of the Omeka. I don't think that Omeka has blocker, does it?
It does. This one does.
Oh, this one does. Okay.
Oh, we scooped. Oh, so we get to go to a game 3.
Looks like it. I guess because they can't get past the Omeka, and then they can't get past the Omni, and because
Wait, there's no Omni.
they're
at
out
that
of gas.
point, right?
Yeah, and because they're out of gas, like they just lose on the crackback.
Yeah. All right, so
Fire Emblem Heroes had way too much power creep for me to keep up with. I played all the way up until book 3 or 4, and then the power creep was just too much. Like each character's had like a paragraph on their weapons and abilities, and I'm just like, no, I can't.
There's
do
only
this.
there's only 2 gotchas I ever played, and it was at like the start of I don't want to say the start of gotcha because I feel like the start of gotcha was Puzzles and Dragons, but definitely like there was, for me it was Fire Emblem
That's a good
Heroes into Fire Emblem Heroes into Sonic Forces were the 2 gotchas I played, and then I quickly was like I spent one time, or like I guess the terminology is I swiped like 1 or 2 times in both those games, and I was like, what am I doing? I need to stop. This is dumb. I did get Roy though, and I did get multiple versions of Shadow the Hedgehog, I will tell you, but
Yeah, I'm playing 2 Japanese gotchas, and then Zenless Zone Zero, and I think there's one other gotcha that I'm playing. So I'm playing like 4 gotchas. I'm playing way too many.
Rest in peace. I know there's a lot of people. I have a lot. Don't get me wrong. I have tons of friends that play like Fate Go. Plenty of people still on the Genshin hype train, along with plenty of others. What I don't know them all, honestly. Brave Frontier was my first. Y'all remember a 2013 gacha called Ayakashi? No, I do not.
I remember Ayakashi.
That ruined my opinion on gacha on principle. Yeah, I have no clue what we're talking about.
Don't worry, you don't need to remember Ayakashi.
Okay. Even though it's got my favorite singer doing multiple tracks, oh, it's fun.
As far as when do we think Elysian's coming out, based on how little they're actually saying during their like demo events and how much they're trying to control the narrative behind it, that game looks very earliest next year. Very earliest.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get. I think our next big news is gonna be our second nationals. So in February, late January.
Hopefully, but I don't think they're gonna say anything because they were really trying to control the messaging during all of the different release events, and it took like 3 different release events to actually get more information that still doesn't tell us anything.
It was still it was playable at Anime Expo.
Yeah, but we got no news as far as like anything from Anime Expo. Like they weren't allowed to take screenshots, they weren't allowed to record anything. Like it was all like hush hush. Like you could play it and then that was it. Just don't talk about it and don't spread the message. I'm like, that's really weird to try to build hype for this if you're not letting people actually talk about it.
That's fair.
Or post about it.
That is really weird. I don't really know. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't know that was the case. That's interesting. Zenitsu. The useless Digibulk is why I just started buying cards I need. If you Google what to do with Digimon Bulk, the first result is feed it to your goat. Yeah, Digimon Bulk doesn't have a lot of weight to it, unfortunately.
No, that's why I stopped buying all of the boxes. Like I cut down from a case of each set to half a case of each set to 4 boxes to 2 boxes to 1 box to now I'm not even buying any boxes. And yes, it pissed my LGS off, but I was not the only one in that type of a position. And then oddly enough, I also was having lots of car issues. Still am having car issues. So money currently is also being tied up into that.
Mm-hmm. I played 3 Guardian Tales, Uma Masume, and Nikkei. Is it Nikkei? It's Nike.
It's Nikkei.
Why is it Nikkei? Isn't it Goddess of Victory Nike? Like, wait.
No, it's Goddess of Victory Nikkei.
But Nike is the Goddess of Victory. Are we not doing a Greek reference? Or, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, but
Okay.
they pronounce it Nikkei.
Okay.
Because you have to think Japanese.
As long as they know they're wrong. Oh, well, speaking of Nikkei, coming to, I know a lot of people are excited for its Union Arena debut in English.
Yeah.
We're getting the playmat.
I want to try to like Union Arena. I don't. It doesn't resonate with me.
That's fair.
I have a Weiss deck that my buddy gave me of Overlord.
Mhm.
I gotta re-update it because they just had some bans and restrictions regarding it. Because that deck is like 4 or 5 years old and it's still one of the best decks in the game.
Oof.
Unironically. But yeah, I want to try to like Union Arena. It's just the game doesn't resonate with me.
That's fair. I'm on record saying I like Union. I like the premise. I like being able to be like I have 2 Union Arena decks, and I just picked them up day 1 of like the set release, and like to know that they're still like I can just show up and play. Well, this is a different conversation of why I think Union Arena is a failing game, but theoretically,
I want to hear this.
I can still bring my my day 1 Code Geass green deck and like do pretty well at a local. But that's assuming that it's not a rare battle for Hunter x Hunter sets, that like a set that doesn't even exist at the store and you're not allowed to play anymore because you didn't buy the right anime. Rare battles are stupid and it's what's causing that game to fail. Personally, I'm sorry, not sorry. I think that's the dumbest thing you could do to a card game is do rare. Like the rare battle thing is so dumb. I'm sorry, chat. I don't know if you guys are out there that like Union Arena. I think rare battles are dumb. Period.
Rare battles. That sounds just as bad as when Bandai tried to do Chrono Clash, and they got Godzilla IP, and then the Godzilla IP holders were just like, we don't want people playing Godzilla to fight against Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Because Naruto was the first set and Godzilla was like the second set, and like they were running into IP troubles like real quick. Like they were losing control of their own game because of the IP holders telling them what they can and can't do. So you had like this fragmented thing where it's just like, yeah, Naruto can fight Evangelion can't fight Godzilla has to fight itself, and like it ruined the game really quickly.
Yeah, well, so rare battles, for those that don't know, is rare battles is a concept in Union Arena where you show up to your locals that day and it'll be the JJK Bleach battle day or the JJK rare battle day. So you're only allowed to at that local to play that anime. And if you don't, again, with the idea that this game is supposed to be a drop in, drop out kind of game, you just pick up your deck and have fun. Like the idea that like you can show up to your local and it's like, ooh, you don't get to play today. Sorry, buddy, you brought the wrong deck. Joke's on you. Huh? This is dumb. This is so dumb.
That's why I'm not like super huge with the regulation battles, because that's why like Ultimate Cups, when they were doing all of these alternative rule sets, they didn't take off because you'll build the deck for one event and then you'll tear it apart because it's not actually a real legal deck anymore.
So I will agree with regulation, but I will not agree with Ultimate Cup because you have to intentionally sign up for Ultimate Cup. I know there was like maybe a period of time where you would sign up for an Ultimate Cup and then they suddenly changed the rules on you. I think that was a mishap that kind of happened at one point. But theoretically, when you sign up, if it was like when it was the monocolor format, right? You signed up and you knew it was monocolor format. You didn't accidentally sign up to a a Ultimate Cup, right? So you should know going in that it is XYZ format for that Ultimate Cup. Whereas like the regulation battles are supposed to be something for your local game store, and most people just show up. They go like, they look up the website. Oh, Digimon's on Thursday. Let me show up. Some people don't even know there's an app until they show up, like a Bandai Plus app, until they show up to their first day of Digimon, right? So like they show up and then they're like, oh, regulation battle, by the way, you have to play DM. Good luck. Like that does suck, but at least it's like it's not as often, it feels like, as it is in Union Arena personally.
Yeah, no, and Union Arena being nothing but screenshots annoys the ever-living crap out of me.
They're getting better about that. It's kind of like One Piece. One Piece early was screenshots, and I think Union Arena is getting a little better, but realistically, like it comes with the fact that it is so many different IPs that like you just can't get that many artists to do that many different art styles.
Yeah.
No, Nikkei is Nike is the... Oh, we're just correcting me on the Nikkei versus Nike thing. Well, I'm sorry, but Nike is the Greek goddess of victory. So if you're gonna call it goddess of victory Nikkei, I'm gonna be confused.
I totally feel you on playing Weiss. My deck is set Overlord to Nazarick, Sorcerer King Ainz, in case you're wondering. I was trying to get into the Shaltier engine, and then that kind of got busted, so they axed and limited that. So now I have to refigure out what's the next best thing.
I could be a collector if it had series I cared for. Oh, we're talking about Union Arena. Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of it. Like, eventually, they're probably gonna come out with an anime you care about, and then you're like, okay, let me buy a couple boxes. Let me buy like the let me build all, like, I think every set of Union Arena has like 6 decks ish.
It's like 4 to 6.
4 to 6. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna build all 6 decks of Ronin Warriors if that ever comes out. Which is getting remade, which is very exciting. Gundam art is so good, by the way. It honestly, realistically speaking, Gundam better have been good. Like, cause like it's Bandai. We've seen the Gundam box art for their model kits. Like, there's no excuse for them to not just get the same artist for their model kits and just slap that junk everywhere, which they did do. So thank God for that.
Yeah, I think Royal Knights took it. Ace trapping the opponent definitely is very difficult for that deck to fight against.
And Royal Knights takes it, by the way, with a on-time Crimson mode attack for game to trash most of the security and win. So that was really nice. I'm sorry we didn't talk too much about that game, but honestly, Royal Knights and Megidra is definitely a thing we've
it's
seen
such a known
times
matchup.
now. Yeah, for sure. Let's see if there's a different table we can pop our heads into. Table 2.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be playing Gundam, even though like I do have a butt ton of Gunplas. I'll probably do what I do, and I do this with a lot of card games. I'll invest in one deck, and that's it. And the one deck I'm going to invest in Gundam is probably Iron Blood Orphans, the whatever Barbatos is going to be.
Purple.
Like I will buy into.
There's a starter deck. Yeah, there's a starter deck for Barbados coming out, set 2. So, guess we got him, boys. We got him set 2.
I mean, it doesn't mean I'm actually gonna play the game. I'll just collect it and just have the deck because Barbatos.
Bro, you gave Bandai your paycheck. That's you're in. That's it. Doesn't matter if you play. You've already one of us. That's it.
Yeah, I still wanted to get the Barbatos card for Battle Spirits.
Right. Rest in peace. Yuzu Soft,
the 2 decks that need a hit and made me quit Digimon. Those 2 decks, yeah, I could see that.
Royal Knights and Growloop, yeah, I can see
that.
Yuzu Soft for me tomorrow because apparently Weiss Rose is allowed. Oh, is that Weiss Switch thing?
Yeah, it's like a Weiss set.
Got you. It's so funny that I know people that play Weiss Schwartz now because I gotta tell you, one of my longest running memes has been that nobody plays Weiss Schwartz.
Same. So same. I'm just like, who plays this? Who buys this?
No,
I'm
people
not-
buy it.
yeah.
That's not the meme. See, people
Oh,
do
yeah,
buy
no,
it. People
people-
definitely
yeah.
buy it.
No, because I watch Annie News, and he was buying. He doesn't play the game at all. He just buys it and does pack openings every now and then. I'm just like, oh, okay, I got this. This is the market. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Get to see a little
finally
bit.
understand.
Yeah, we get to see a little bit more of this DM deck that we kind of saw a little. Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
this is the
Black
this
War.
is the Black War deck. Yeah, sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
it's training Black War.
Was that a Supreme Connection? Wow. Am I crazy?
mm,
No, oh, that's Ultimate Connection. That is the
Yeah,
pitch
that's
one,
Ultimate
gain two
Connection.
memory or something like that.
Yeah, it's Hammer Spark for Black
Yeah.
and Machines more specifically. It's Machinedramon's Hammer Spark.
Yeah, because you have to discard something.
Yeah, it's still a +1 on memory, but you have to discard something.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Sun and Moon doing their thing.
I mean, their stack is big. They have Tamers on the field. It looks like they're doing their thing.
like-
Which top end are they going to go into?
The new Purple Diana.
The new one. Yeah, the new Diana.
Can they? I actually have to remember what the new Sao does. Can they go into Grace here? Oh, we are. I think we are going to go into the Grace.
Yeah, because that's the end of turn DNA.
Oh yeah,
Level
end of
5.
turn DNA, and then
Or
the
level
Apollo. The Apollo says attack or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if you noticed how many cards and how many abilities they have that just say end of turn attack. Like, I don't know if I like that, but it's just something I noticed that's on, like, a lot
of cards.
now.
I think it's like I kind of like it in the sense that like you get to use your boss monster right away, because I feel like something that was really like annoying in early Digimon was like, all right, I digivolve into my Metal Garurumon for 4. I don't get to use this thing until next turn. So at least to be able to
you
be
just
like,
get to use it when digivolves, but if it has like a win attack or anything else, then you could just get blown out, and then it feels bad. So like
Yeah.
I get why they did it. It just it shocks me how it's
often it's
literally on
printed.
everything.
yeah, that's fair. It is printed a lot now.
I don't know if it's exactly good or bad. That's to be determined. I'm net neutral on it as of
Yeah, I'm
this
okay with
moment.
it too. Yeah. What was it? I hope we get a new Kingdrasil card for EX10. Okay. Oh, I don't think we'll get a EX10. I don't think Sinister Order will get a new Kingdrasil. Was Kingdrasil in
No.
Hacker's Memory or Cyber Sleuth at all? Spoilers?
Cyber Sleuth, yes. Hacker's Memory, I didn't finish the game.
Okay, so maybe there's a new Kingdrasil for like EX or BT23, maybe?
I think it's the waifu version of Kingdrasil.
Oh, I mean, maybe. You never know.
Yes, there is a waifu version of Kingdrasil. So, if you noticed on Kingdrasil, it's like 76. So the waifu version is a different number.
Oh, interesting. I just pulled the Big Zam alt. Who remembers that one Gundam game that played like Street Fighter? And Big Zam would kick your ass. I don't remember. I didn't play I played the Dynasty Warriors Gundam game. And then what other Gundam game did I play?
I didn't play any of the old Gundam TCGs, but it was funny when Bandai was advertising their the new Gundam TCG. They started off by saying, "Look at all the Gundam TCGs that are dead and no longer successful, or were never successful. Don't worry, that's not going to happen this time." I'm just like, "Wow, great advertising."
Oh man. Oh,
That
boy.
cracked me up.
That was definitely proud marketing at its best. Oh boy, that's a funny thing to bring up. I'm still convinced that, like, cause like I don't know, at this point, like now that you bring up them announcing Gundam, it always leads me into talking about like, you know, they've been announcing a new card game every year, and I'm like, well, what's gonna be the next one? Because at this point, I don't think they're done after Gundam, right?
The only thing that they could reasonably do is Naruto again.
I think
like
so.
try to reboot Naruto.
That's what I think. I think they're gonna do Naruto. Naruto is suspiciously absent from Union Arena, and so was Gundam. So Gundam was also suspiciously absent from Union Arena, and then lo and behold, we got a Gundam card game. So
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what else. I think they're just kind of out.
Saint
like,
Seiya,
maybe they
like
could
that's their
do
only
a-
other thing, right?
Does
Kamen Rider?
Bandai- Yeah, I was gonna say like Super Sentai stuff would be the only other thing.
Tokusatsu, yeah. But like I don't
Yeah.
see them. I don't see like I know they have like 50 years of history, but like I don't see either of those universes. Maybe if they did like a Super Sentai versus Kamen Rider card game, like that might be big enough. But like even One Piece isn't big enough to really have a card game. Like how many Luffy leaders are meta right now, chat? If you guys are out there that play
3 or 4.
it's like
It's a lot.
we're repeating arcs already in the One Piece card game. And then like the card, don't get me wrong, that game is fun. I love that they're introducing rotation. It is beyond their most successful card game right now. But you kind of understand the energy I'm putting out when they're like in terms of like how big the universe really is when we're talking about things like a card game. Like there's still Digimon that haven't made an appearance in our game, right? Like so in terms
No,
of like
and
revisiting
Bandai played it very smart with how they did Digimon because they broke it up not only by season but by part in the season. So it's just like, oh, here's Savers Part 1. This is going to be covering the first half of the Savers story. Then we're going to revisit it later and do Savers Part 2. So like there's still a lot of room for them to go back to the anime and introduce some of those characters in Digimon and story beats and card form.
Yeah, Bandai still owns Pac-Man. Oh, we could get a Pac-Man Union Arena set, though. No?
No.
We do have a Tekken Union Arena set. There is a bajillion Battle Spirit sets for Kamen Rider. You could probably do its own game for Kamen Rider. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Kamen Riders.
It's hard.
There's a lot of Kamen Rider.
How many Agumons are there? I know it's different. Yeah. Like your counter argument's always gonna like. It does not fall short upon me that like we do have a billion Agumons, but
Yeah, but the fun part is not all the Agumons digivolve into War Greymon.
Exactly. But then again, I think the main point is like there's still Digimon we've just never seen. I mean,
Yeah, there's Digimon we've seen a lot, and then there's Digimon we've never seen.
so opening that up too. But that being said, I think we're going into. Actually, need to double check if the tournament is over or not. Let me double check that for everybody because that would be an interesting factoid. No, we do have a final round. We are going into the 4th and final round here. It's going to be Michael versus somebody. Somebody. Nyamboot is cinema. Oh, the reveal of Nyamboot in the web comic recently. Yeah, that was nice. But anyway, this is if you guys are first time here, I thank you for watching, number one. But this is our weekly webcam tournament series for Eagle's Nest, where we sometimes talk about the matches on screen, and other times let's just talk about the Bandai card game as a whole and Bandai, and it's just fun to interact with chat and talk about the things you guys want to talk about, and it's definitely, I think, one of the most valuable things that we get to do here. So if you guys enjoy it, I try to bounce around, and I try to balance it as much as I can, but let's be real, it's tough, especially when there's so many of you talking. But this is
certain matchups we see a lot.
Yeah, that too. But this is a show every Monday, 7:30 Eastern, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Mondays, we like to have Eagle with us. Then Thursdays, we like to get a special guest. Our special guest today is Zenitsu, taking a break from his break to come hang out with us. But we also have a couple other sellouts to talk about. Become a channel member. Helps me do the things that I do. $2, and you got some icons to use. Really useful. Here's the weekly webcam schedule. You guys already know Eagle's Nest every Monday, every Thursday, but every Wednesday, every Friday, DigiGuard United also has their tournament series where they get to do the championship belt thing and all that stuff. And so definitely support them and do things with them. Friday is a double feature with Digi Galaxy, so please tune in with them. Digipanda merch, BT22 sleeves. I think he just shipped out his first day. Like Digipanda was working. I got it. Like I tell you in my DMs, Digipanda has been working since last night, fulfilling orders because he finally got his product in, and you guys should be getting those tracking numbers and everything. So if you guys order from Digipanda, you should be seeing those, and he still got products. So use that link. order. They're 6 sleeves, and I think I got word the other day that he is sending me sleeves to my house, so I'll be able to show them off to you in a fun webcam-y kind of way, and then from there I don't know, we might do a giveaway. I don't know, I haven't thought about it yet. Riftbound. I'm trying to get into Riftbound. I am a big League of Legends card game, or I'm a big League of Legends nerd. A big thing of my history is I played a ton of MOBAs on Warcraft 3. Those custom maps, bro, I was all over it. Naruto Dota, Bleach Dota, One Piece Dota, normal Dota. We played it all, I tell you. So League of Legends has been a core part of my life growing up, and now that I'm in card games, I want to play the card game. I don't know what to tell you. A special event that is coming up August 16th. You guys remember Puerto Rico versus South Texas. We're doing another one. We're doing Puerto Rico versus New York. And from what I'm told, the 2023 champion, world champion of the Digimon card game is part of representing New York. So that should be really fun to watch. So hope you guys are around for that. If you guys are interested in Gundam, this weekend does have some couple of Gundam things. I'll be quick. Sundam, our friends at Sundam, they have their they have their registration on Limitless. They are NA friendly. You can see the times on the screen. 1 p.m. EST start time for their tournament. So, and they do offer, a good shipping deal depending on how well you place. So if you're looking to get into the Gundam card game and you want to play Sundam, register on Limitless, look them up. Should be pretty easy. I don't have the link right this second, but definitely check them out. Then where would I be without EggmanEvents.com? I don't know. The things that me and my friendship with Hayden is at this point legendary for us, for me anyway. Pivotal moment in my life. They're sponsored by EXP Share Collectibles. They're going to do a triple win a box. So again, if you guys are looking for more Gundam content, they got you Sunday. And your boy Risu the Squirrel is commentating with Eggman, so it's going to be fun. So if you just want more Risu yap, go watch it on Sunday on the Eggman YouTube channel. And our players are setting up. So I'm gonna hit it to a break screen. I'm gonna give Zenitsu a break. We're gonna use the restroom, get some water while players set up, but we will be back. So BRB Finals Inc. 2 minutes, I promise. And we're back. We didn't actually want the break, so we're just gonna cut it back to you guys. And it's table 1. It's Michael Royal Knights versus is this the? I think this is the Black War. No, this is the Sun and Moon deck. So it's gonna be Royal Knights versus Sun and Moon. And before I forget, thank you Digital Monster Deals for the 10 gifted subs. I really do appreciate everything you do for me in terms of supporting the things I do here. Marco, more rip tests. Okay, Marco, what are we talking about? Do a podcast. I like see you two talk. Thank you, Juggernaut. I've been on your. It's been a minute since I was on your podcast, but we have a couple episodes where we yap for way too long. I think it was like 2.5 hours each session.
Somewhere around there usually.
How many young Buddhists? Yeah, so yeah, no. I don't know where before we miss out too much on this game. I don't know if I feel like a podcast, like, it's just not. I don't want to have a podcast, I guess. This show is my podcast. Like, I've gotten so many guests on this point, and we've talked about so many topics that this just is my podcast.
Just disguised as a tournament.
Yeah. But looks like we're just going straight into Flaremon in the back and choking our Royal Knights player to 1. We're gonna gain.
Yeah, and Royal Knights is just doing their classic start, cool boy, Magnamon draw.
Mm-hmm. And Haruko, so for Michael's list, we are teched out on white tamers. We have the Haruto, we have Digimon Emperor. This is a really interesting list. I don't think Michael is playing any of the new cards. I hadn't seen one yet.
It's an interesting choice to not, because I think like the new cards do a lot, and they cover basically the same types of bases that the old ones do. I actually think that the new like All Force Ace, just as an example, is really good anti-floodgate tech. So that way, like even if you don't get the reduction, you could still hard play it and then out the floodgate.
Yeah. And here we're going to
Diana.
we're going to Diana. I think this removes the Magnamon. So that's not great for Royal Knights, essentially. We do get the extra draw at least. I need to reread what Diana does. I know it strips the sources.
She does a lot. She's got Ice Clad and Jamming, I think.
Yeah, the fact that she has Ice Clad is such an interesting. I wish they kind of almost didn't name it Ice Clad, so it wasn't like so centered on Ice Digimon. Like I think I would have rathered it be called something else. Like I don't know.
It did have a different name from like loose translations. I don't remember what it was, but it was called something slightly different.
Oh, like remember when? Reminds me of like when Digizorb was download.
Yeah, I think it was like Ice Armor. It was Ice something.
Then return one of your opponent's Digimon with one or fewer. I find it's so interesting that a lot of these blue cards that care about source count have moved from no sources to one or less sources. Like an interesting
just
power
creeping. Yeah, it's just a power creep thing.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
Omnimon.
Just get rid of the stack. It didn't have protection, yeah. And we don't have Tamer set up. Like Royal Knights might be in a good spot because this Omnimon's going to be set under. We're going to be pretty okay.
I mean, that's what Royal Knights kind of does. Like it's a clock deck, so it needs some way to slow the opponent down so their clock can tick before they could just say I win the game. So there's a lot of control elements where if you do leave something on the field, there's a reasonable chance that Royal Knights should have something in their hand to answer it.
All right, we're going to play the Sao and Ko to choke our Royal Knights player to 1 once again. And we've actually digivolved into level 4 in the back. So we had a lot. We used 6-4 memory there, so we were put to 3. Wow.
Oh, I do remember when trash was the recycle bin.
Isn't there a card that says recycle bin or something?
Yeah, that it lasted for like a whole set or two. It was like way in the beginning.
Ooh, Alphamon to heal to 6 is going to be interesting.
I also remember when reviving cards from the trash also didn't trigger on plays.
Yeah, that they wrote that on everything. Play a level 3 from trash and do not activate any on plays. Now, Rush Guillaumon laughs in the face of those cards.
Oh my god, yes he does.
Alright, so Coronamon, gain 2 memory. We're gonna loop. It's happening. We get to draw a card because of the Moonmon.
Yeah, so that's part of the one thing where I think the Sun and Moon deck has like a leg up on most stack-based decks is because the whole de-digivolve, re-digivolve concept basically is like X-Antibody on steroids in terms of card draw. Right. Because you get to not only draw for de-digivolving yourself, but now you get a digivolve for digivolving as well. And then the level 4 will search. So like it's just pure consistency.
Right. And here we go into Pheromon, a triple Nightclaw reveal. Nightclaw, yeah.
Yeah, it's Nightclaw.
I get it backwards sometimes. A triple Nightclaw reveal means we only get one of these cards, which kind of bites. It looks like we're looking for maybe grabbing the Tamer?
I would think the Tamer is good, but if they don't have a level per se, then the level that they're missing is probably the best pick. But it looks like they're just grabbing their Tamer.
Yeah, I just get always scared when we start bottom decking 4s. I feel like this deck, especially the pure version, for me anyway, lived and died off of finding its level 4s. So
yeah, I think that is the new Alphamon on the Royal Knights field.
No, this is still the. Is it the no?
That's the old one.
This is the one that heals one on play. Pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think it's the.
Oh yeah,
It has an
it is.
inheritable too. Yeah.
I just saw yellow, black, and Alphamon, and my brain was just like, oh, it's got to be the new one. But you already said that they're not really running any new cards.
At least from what I can, they could still surprise us. I'm not removing that from their potential. And we're just gonna go. This is an Apollo.
Yeah, Flaremon's not going to delete anything, but that's fine because he's evoing for one. Stepping stones are stepping stones.
We go Apollo, swing for potentially just 2 checks.
Either that or maybe it's another Diana, and then just bottom deck the big weakness to Royal Knights is if they don't have any Royal Knights on their field to suck up, then it really slows down the deck's overall progress because they don't have the native card draw that a lot of other stack-based decks do. I guess that's maybe why the Hakoto is run, and same with the Digimon Emperors, to try to have alternative ways to make up for that while also being semi-disruptive in their own ways.
It looks like the Hakoto we played the Lunamon, so we get an extra memory off of Hakoto.
Yep.
But and then we do get to tuck another source. So we have a reduction available to us of 7, 8, 9, 10, if you count the cool boy memory.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
so they could play. Yeah, there's a lot that they could play in this position. I think just something to hard remove the level 5 probably is the play.
And that's what's gonna happen here because I don't think we have protection still on this stack. So we're gonna play the Jesmon for 1 and then pop something, and that's gonna be the Flaremon.
Yeah,
just not seeing the right cards in the right order.
Yeah, I think they were hoping off of the search to maybe find the level 6, and they just didn't find it.
And we play another cool boy to pass and play to 1. This is kind of a lot of memory, especially when we have this rookie. To be fair, this rookie doesn't give us memory. We can do the banana peel, but we won't be able to efficiently gain memory here. Going into Corona 1 in the back, it's gonna guarantee
at least they have
memory.
something though.
That's fair.
Because their level 4 is all search, so.
But at this point, I feel like potentially we might see them just Digivolve 4 in the back and maybe play that Sal we just drew and just maximize our potential memory next turn.
Yeah, I think setting up your tamer here is probably the correct play. Take some time to develop your big turn, so that way when you do your big turn, they won't really be able to out the Grace very easily.
Going to Lekis, we do get a double hit, so we always take the Cressy, and we're not going to take the Grace Nova. We're going to take the Corona. That tells me we probably have the Grace Nova in hand already.
I would assume so, because they should be running, if they are on Grace Nova, they should be running at least 3, so that way they're guaranteed mathematically to see 1 per game, as long as they have a reasonable amount of card draw, which we know this deck does.
Alright, so now we're going to go... Are we still... I feel like we're gonna see ourselves play the Sao soon. I think that's one of the better ways to end this turn. Or maybe it is Digivolve into level 5 in the back. Oh no, we're going to another Lekismon here.
Does that set up the Sao?
Let me double check. I know it sets up protection, which is really valuable. When Digivolving, if this Digimon stack has 2 or more of the same level cards, we can't do that. You may play 1 tamer. So you could have if the stack was better, but it's not.
No, so the interesting thing is the way it's worded, it's the stack itself. So it is counting the very top card.
It does count the top. Oh, that is such an interesting wording. Okay, understood. So
yeah,
we do get to play the
my
Sal.
judge at locals mentioned that when he was playing the DM cards, because they have it was at pre-release. He mentioned that, and he's just like, yeah, it's talking about the whole stack. So it's not specifically saying inheritables.
Oh, all right. So I'm glad I learned that now. That's really important. Yeah, so we get to play the tamer for free, but now we're not. Interesting. So we're gonna go
just
with
another one.
Just another search here.
I don't hate it. Find all of the parts and pieces because you know the deck's memory efficient to just do whatever anyway.
Looks like we're thinking about getting the oh, we're gonna bottom I was gonna say it feels kind of weird bottom decking 2 4s like that, so we are gonna grab them.
Yeah, the tamers that they're running 4 of, if they don't already have one in their hand, they could just find one later. And
Ooh,
finding
this is
time to
cute.
set it up is difficult.
We're gonna use the Sao and Co to on play
to just
another.
flip the level 4 and dig more.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
I don't.
I really
this is
don't.
Nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, like we're getting into like critical mass here from Royal Knights. Like we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential bodies if we just hard play an Omni X right here.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
Yeah, they would have 5 total bodies.
Because of the token from Jesmon would make it 5. Yeah. Oh, and no, it's 6, including the current
because
token.
the extra the extra token that the Jesmon would generate.
That's funny. I was trying to make sure I count the Jesmon token. I forgot the one on board. So like,
I don't know if they're gonna do that though. I think maybe they hold off. Yeah, it looks like they're holding off, and they're just trying to make sure that they could guarantee either the stave off or the win.
All right, so we could potentially play Lord Knight here for. Oh, here goes. Okay.
Yeah, but there's nothing to revive. Oh, they're just hard playing Omni.
Omni X. Yeah, so we get to bottom deck something. You pick the 4 with protection, I believe, or like either way you get rid of. Is there a world we get rid of both 4? I think you get rid of a rookie and the level 4 with protection, and you leave the level 4, the OG Lekismon, we'll say. That's where my brain wants to go anyway.
Definitely get rid of the card that's going to be giving protection. That's like prime target number 1. There is an argument to get rid of the rookie because the rookie allows them to do the loopy dupes.
Yeah, exactly where my brain goes, where it's like a level 4 for this, like a level 4 just like naked on the board for them doesn't get a lot done. They can't go into their level 5 for cheaper off of that stack, or at least it's in theory very difficult to achieve something like that.
I mean, it's still a body though for them, so it's not like it's an awful position.
It looks like we decided to bottom deck the rookie and then raid into the okay. Oh, because this way it does remove both of them, like we were saying. You kind of had to do it that way.
Ooh, a second tamer. That's pretty big, actually.
Oh, does the Lekis bounce itself to hand? Is that a thing? Oh, because of the tamer effect. So you removed all 3 bodies. Yeah.
I mean, that's fine for the Galaxy player because now they have the level 4 to just do the thing.
Right. So we're looking at a lot, and the Sao and security might be pretty pivotal here. Just a reminder. Actually, Eggman Events actually updated with all the new cards, so I need to.
Oh, is the sim updated?
No. Eggman Events is updated with the new cards, so I can show you guys some of the cards. I forgot about this. Win one of your Digimon with 2 or more of the same level cards in its stack, and what did we just learn? Attack by suspending this tamer. Digivolve it into a Digimon card with Nightclaw, Nightfang, Galaxy, or CS in the trash. Oh wow.
Yeah, so you could Digivolve in the trash now, which is incredibly spooky.
I think our trash is set up though. I mean, we got rid of a level 6 earlier through.
And I know there's a level 5 in there.
Yeah. We got rid of that level 6 with an Omnimon BT13. So we have.
Yeah, the Omnimon deleted it.
Yeah, so we have a Diana in there. Probably not a Grace Nova, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, the Omnimon's not. He has the opportunity to let the Omnimon stay at least once with the Last Guardian. But because he doesn't have more Last Guardians, he could easily get rid of the Omni by deleting it twice or removing it twice.
Did we gain the Corona memory? I think we did.
I think so.
Okay.
Looks like they're at 5 memory.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we're good. All right, so we did the banana peel. That's gonna potentially let us digivolve. I don't know how I feel about this egg. I still feel like Sunmon might be the better egg. Draw is always good, but
yeah, I think because of all of the natural draw and search. Oh, another triple Nightclaw. But I think because of all of the natural draw and search, probably Sun would be my preferred egg.
Although I will say the Moonmon does give you a trash, like it's a draw one trash one, and if you are running the secret rare Sao, being able to choose your trash, essentially craft your trash, like I get it for sure.
Pros and cons. Because as we know, anything involving the trash that we could pull out of is already incredibly spooky.
Yeah, exactly.
Their hand is so huge. I just realized that.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
how big that stack of cards in their hand is.
Yeah, they're
As a Mirage player, I always would want to ask, how many cards do you have?
Yeah.
It's probably the most scary term. How many cards in your hand?
So we're gonna go into, first Sao to go into Flare. Does Flare delete an 8K?
Flare deletes
No, that's for
something
free.
small. Yeah.
That's gonna be for free. It's not for one. Is that optional? Is the Flaremon reduction optional? Or is it from hand only? It might be from hand only. Let me reread this Flaremon. When this card would be played or digivolved into, if you have a Digimon with 3 or more Digivolution cards, yeah, it's not optional. It has to be.
Yeah, so that's 0 cost Evo.
Right? I mean, it would be played or digivolved into.
I think that's what they're looking up right now. Is like, hold up, is this gonna cost you anything? It's like, oh no, this is Sun and Moon. Why do I have to pay to digivolve? Paying is for poor people.
Let me see if someone's gonna catch that. Let me see. No, I'm gonna say something. Hey, I think the Flaremon Evo's for free, by the way. I think you paid 1 for it. Did you not? Or yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure. Did I miss that? Am I wrong there, chat? Someone tell me. I'm pretty sure they moved it from 4 to 1. And then, okay, now they're gonna digivolve. Okay. Anyway, we were saying we go into the full Cressimon now. Remove the Omnimon, but we have the last Guardian.
Yep. So they are choosing to keep their Omnimon around, which, I mean, I guess why not? Oh, that's huge.
Oh, last Guardian.
Oh, but they can't use the delay effect right away.
No.
I mean, but the fact that it still gets another Cool Boy and the options reset up,
Cool
so
Boy's
he has
so
to get rid
gross.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get rid of that Omnimon while he still can, I would think.
You're right though. If we can just go into like hard play Apollo. The problem here is though, Apollo's not gonna be enough.
No, he's just going into Tamer.
We're gonna go. What way are we gonna go? We're gonna play Tamer, and go. Deleting the Omni's not gonna be enough because we do have Decoy on this this homie here. Another Diana. Oh, okay. So this does get rid of the Omni at least.
Oh yes, it would. No DNA, but
did we ever resolve the attack?
Oh, that's not good.
Hey.
That's a army of Omechas that just got spit out.
I don't think we ever resolved that first attack. And yeah, they're too far gone now. We played we played triple Omechamon off of that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little on the brutal side. Yes, they did.
Oh, they did resolve the attack? Okay, they did resolve the attack. Oh, Oh, the check was the cool
Yeah.
boy. I'm so stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, the check was the
Oh,
cool
Last
boy.
Guardian. It was Last Guardian. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Which set up the cool boy.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And they had extra security because of the Alphamon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Sometimes Digimon could actually be a little bit hard to follow.
Yeah. Especially when you have to talk about it and like make sure you're saying everything right. Man, it is. I rely on chat. That's where I'm at.
Well, also, there's just so many micro interactions that like it's kind of crazy. It's just like, okay, is this effect mandatory or is it optional? If it is optional, how optional is it? Like, there's just a lot to keep track of at this point.
The best judges still mess it up, man, and that's what I say. Like, I still like the best judges still mess up or miss an effect on stream and stuff, and it's like it's just that complicated of a game nowadays. There's a lot of little things, like you said.
Yeah, it's not as complicated as some other games, but it's getting high levels of complexity.
All right, so we are gonna minus 16k, which we'll
get rid of it because there's no blue sources and not enough blue sources.
And we have enough memory to just attack with all these Omekamons.
I almost feel like Sun and Moon could benefit from Blue Scramble.
This list with the like it feels like it's a heavy. It feels like it's a heavy. What do I want to say? It feels like it's a heavy blue leaning deck, but that stack was like pure red, which is interesting for sure.
It's weird how that happens sometimes. It's just like, yeah, I have 2 blue evolution lines and 1 red, and then I just see all my red cards.
And I think,
and then when they're searching, they see all the blue cards.
Oh my god, we just went. Oh, we go Omni for game, so we got to go game 2. Oof.
The fact that Omni X could just like solo carry without Yggdrasil like being deleted is kind of insane. Yeah, because the Omekamons all swing out, and then Omni for game.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we... Yeah, we did have that. We had enough memory. Yeah, we put it to 8. That means we had to be at 8 as well. And I think we were at 8 thanks to everything happening. Oh, that was that is so gross.
Yeah, this is why... Royal Knights can be really, really strong. Even though Nightclaw Lightfang did get some really good buffs, they just weren't able to find all of the pieces in time, even with all of the extra card draw. The 3 Omekamon spawning off of that was kind of... I think that was extra brutal.
I think those last few... I think we, like... But, like, what is... If you're this deck, right? If you're Sun and Moon with the... Pure Sun and Moon, we'll call it. If you're pure Sun and Moon, like, what is your win condition? Because I don't feel like we really achieved that. Like, every time, like, at least for the beginning of the game, it was like a junk ton of searching, doing 0 security checks, and our first stack got deleted. Our second stack, like, it got deleted before we could do anything, and then our second stack did 1 check and then got deleted. So, like, where do, like, is it, do we have to, like, we just needed to see a stronger, like, Apollo line? Did we need to go into Grace Nova? What exactly?
I think it's going into Grace Nova, because Grace Nova takes away their ability to actually respond to you. And then you could try to figure out a way to respond to their Royal Knights with a secondary stack. If not, your first stack already, like, took care of a lot and put a lot of pressure on.
And we choose to go first from the Sun and Moon deck here. The 3 Omeka spawn from taking a night out is absurd. Yeah, it was gross. Absolutely gross. It's almost worth, like, not removing that Omnimon. Honestly, I say keep buffing Royal Knights until it's tier 0, and then they have to ban King Yggdrasil. I feel that. We still have... I don't even think King Yggdrasil is the problem, by the way. I think it's probably Omni X is just too good.
There's a combination of what's making the deck insanely strong.
That's fair. I actually agree with that. It's probably not just one thing.
Because, like, the combination between all of the new tools from Cool Boy to Last Guardian to Omni X is, like, really, really strong.
Just between Omni X and Oryukin, it covers so many protections and types of removal that like those two cards just carry most matchups. Like there's not a single matchup that can answer Oryukin and Omni X situations. I think the only one is like EX1 Machinedramon if you digivolve into a Chaos Dramon and have a Chaos Dramon X on top of it. Like you have to have like the perfect Machinedramon stack to maybe not get answered.
Probably, yeah.
Usually it's early. Usually, we will still have to see the rest of Royal Knights and the Yggdrasil from BT23. Maybe. Usually it's early. Check Apollo. Hope to survive and then swing again. If not Grace Nova, it relies on a lot of the survivability of the stack. That's fair. I think that's about right. And that we might actually see that this turn. The Royal Knight hates so forced. Is it forced? Am I forcing? I'm not forcing much. I'm...
No, I think because like it's a justifiable hate, I would say, because like it does, the type of deck that it is does put a lot of pressure on the rest of the game because it is a clock style deck. And what I mean by clock style deck is you have a resource or value engine that's ticking until like it just magically has an auto win button. So the whole gimmick was originally Royal Knights go under Yggdrasil after removing the opponent's Digimon and surviving. And then you hard play Omnimon, and then he spits out all of the Royal Knights, and then that's your win button to just automatically win the game. So making those types of decks faster puts more pressure on every single other deck in the entire game to keep up or get out. And more so than like actual aggressive decks. Because those type like clock decks are supposed to be the power floor, and aggro decks are supposed to be the power ceiling.
No, I agree with that. Tried CS deck with just pulls from first 3 boxes. It kind of goes burr. Big sad though. LGS is gouging the hell out of Gundam, so my hype is now at 0, along with chances of forging a local scene. Oh, for Gundam, I think give it some time. I feel like it's the typical Bandai game. Set 1 is always a little awkward. Just hold tight. If you truly love Gundam and want to be a part of it, just give it a set or two. It's okay to start. It's okay to start a Bandai game a couple sets in, because set 1, set 2, set 3 will get reprinted. We saw it with One Piece. We saw it with Digimon. So
I think we saw it with Dragon Ball too.
You mean Masters? What is now Masters anyway?
Fusion Worlds, didn't they have a reprint set?
Did they? They had a reprint set, but I mean like they will re-release the first few sets, like set 1.
Oh yeah. Dragon Ball definitely didn't have that. But like jumping into Bandai card games a little bit late and not buying into set 1 hype, probably like it's just a thing Bandai does.
Why did I stop watching me, please? I'm begging you. Why did I not hatch in my bed 3-1 tonight? I'm sorry, Marshmallow. I will honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna watch you round 1. I thought it was gonna be Michael versus whatever else I don't even remember. It's been such a night tonight. But I went into that table thinking it was gonna be Michael and a new person, and then you and Michael swapped, and I was like, uh-oh. Well, we're here. Yggdrasil comes in.
Yeah. But speaking of here, that Alphamon Oryukin is definitely here.
Yeah, but at least like this is so much better though, because now we actually like did some damage. We did 3 whole checks of damage, and now we can actually respectively look at the security. We see 2 security. We can punch through that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely progressing things, and as long as they have a good rebuild, they could very easily take it.
But on Digimon, Kyoko and new Alphamon are kind of cracked in practice. And Gold Numamon is goated. I don't know about Gold Numamon, but I did kind of feel like that Alphamon's kind of good. I think that like I won't
The
be surprised.
Kyoko's insane. I'll say that. The Tamer's insane.
I haven't looked into the Kyoko too much. I just know it can digivolve into Alpha, which is kind of, or Alphamon can digivolve on top of it, which is kind of cute.
I think like when your cards die, you just get to add one of them back into your hand, and I'm just like, excuse me?
That's kind of cool.
You just don't run out of cards ever,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to reuse your good pieces.
But I won't be surprised if we see like pure Alphamon, like BT9 Alphamon hit the table one day and do really well with just off the back of that new Alphamon, because like,
Oh, you know Lychee's gonna be coming up with something.
that's what I'm
spicy.
saying. Like, if like we got some like storied black players out there that commit to these decks, and I could see that Alphamon do something.
No, I could see Lychee breaking that card in half very easily. He would have like some real spicy brew, because he was already like brewing up Alphamon with the Chronicle stuff, except it was more traditional Alphamon.
Mhm.
And it's just like, yeah, this is probably the best way to play Alphamon. And now we have a new one, and he's like, that probably is going to force him to reevaluate everything and see how this new one works in with the old stuff.
So what I'm noticing from this Sun and Moon build is like there's no Gaomon, and like the combination of not having the Gaomon and not having the Sunmon kind of makes the deck so much less memory efficient that I feel like that might be a place where like this player might advance going forward, unless we really are valuing, because we needed to find room for the new Lekis, and potentially we're just we're prioritizing having the DP, because in things like this matchup, like the right DP at the right time could just win you the game.
Well, that's why I still value the Gao, just because it adds jamming.
And we get
I
to
mean,
play
granted, I
Scout
guess the
here.
Gao's a little bit less worthwhile, but sometimes it could still help.
Mhm.
I guess you don't want to give your opponent card draw versus the new level 4.
Mhm. All right, so what do we? What
Blue
do we-
Miramon with Alliance to OTK. I could see something like that being reasonable.
That's kind of good. All right, so we are at Lekis. We can digivolve for one into. We can digivolve for one into a 5, and then swing that 5. Use our Sao to digivolve into the Apollomon.
Apollomon checks. Oh wait, it might not check the security because I think the token has blocker.
The token does have blocker, but we have Flare. Does Flare delete 8K?
Yeah, yes. So if they go into Flare, then they would be able to delete the token and then make the hit, and then
Oh, they're going
delete
into the new Cressy, so they don't get to keep turn if they go the Apollo. Okay.
I mean, New Cressy's fine.
No, new Cressy's fine. Just means just costs a little more memory.
Flare deletes 5k.
Oh, 5K, my bad.
Yeah, I think the token's 6.
Or is it?
It's
I thought
8K?
Oh no, Jessmont's deletion is 8K. I think the token is 6. You're right.
Yeah, I'm like, the token should be 6.
Yeah, I was mixing up my numbers again. These
Yeah,
little
Cressy
numbers and
stops
stuff.
blocking,
All right, yeah, but the Cressy does.
so he
stop
won't
the
be able to
blocking.
block this, and then he can still digivolve. So would you digivolve into Flare, or would you digivolve? No, they're digivolving into Flare.
They're getting rid of the security right now.
Yep, and then killing the Alphamon because you should be bigger than it.
Yeah, but the decoy
Or not
comes in-
Alphamon, the
Yeah.
Jessmon.
Jessmon, but the decoy will kick in, so you kind of have to just delete the token either way. But we have a
I see a red. Red usually means DP gain.
no, we're bigger. Baseline we're 12, and that's a Jessmon, so it's 11, so we don't even need the red. But I think they're trying to resolve the deletion, and they did choose to delete the Jessmon, and we are not going to decoy it away. So.
Oh,
because
so
we're
that way they could play out an Omeka.
Yeah, they're trying to play the Omeka here. We swung, which deletes the Jess. And now we're attempting to play...
Yeah, the Omeka still won't be able to block because the rest of the checks have to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And when the first check happens, then he could play the Omeka after Jess is deleted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I think that's what they're explaining right now. So the second check will still happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't get to block the second. Well, no, there's no way Michael thinks we block the second check. It's more of, what could we be resolving here? Do I get the decoy anyway?
He shouldn't. If he's playing the Omeka, you shouldn't get decoy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Omeka warp?
Oh,
Oh, because the second check.
right. We can...
The Omeka shouldn't see the first check. It'll see the second check.
Yeah, but we will be at 1 or less secure. Oh, wait. When does Omeka proc? When you're at 2 or less or 1 or less?
I think it's 1 or less.
Oh, yeah. So, but when it is when the security's removed, right?
Yeah, so the second check, the Omeka should get played out off of the Jesmon being deleted from the first check. Then the second check still needs to resolve. The Omeka will see that second check and then should be able to warp.
I think it resolves on the first check. So what happens is, okay, so the way I think
but they don't see the Jess. Yeah. The Omeka wouldn't see the Jess.
Yeah, so I think what happens is, but like you can still Omni here is the question. Yeah. I think that the question
they should still be able to Omni.
Yeah, I think that was the crux of the situation. They were trying to figure out if they could Omni. And yes, you do get to Omni. We also have protections though. So let's see where this goes. 1, check. 2, try to delete. Doesn't need to check. 3, play Omeka. It doesn't need to see checks at all. Yeah, Damien. Yeah, yeah. They were just making sure that like they're at 1 memory, which yeah, they were. Or not 1 memory, 1 security.
And it's moments like this where the protection, like you having protection is like so insanely valuable because otherwise decks like this
Royal
will
Knight
just
would be deleted, I guess. Oh wow, Cool Boy is even more busted than I thought.
Yeah, cool. Like it's moments like this where the protection is like so dramatically needed. Otherwise, you'll just get completely and utterly blown out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
especially when so he's just gonna Omni for game.
Yeah.
And then everything gets spits out, everything has rush, and he wins.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I mean where it's like, this is the clock. It's just the I win button. He played his I win button, and now he should just win the game.
Yeah, we're going to go 16k into security. It doesn't matter. Gain 3 memory. Omni. Corona. A 16k is not going to matter. Right, just
because doesn't it Omnimon X have end of turn attack?
End of turn, just need to pass turn somehow.
So end of turn, just pass attack.
Yeah.
Game.
GG. Wow. Well, that was our tournament. Michael Iafrate off of Blue Green Imperial taking the tournament today. Did he have
that's why Royal Knights is good.
Yeah, Royal Knights is good. And like I said, like not using really any of the new cards for the most part. I don't think I saw a single one. Or you can argue that maybe they just weren't needed. Royal Knights is just good. If you don't have a solid game plan against it, and it looks like we weren't even able to protect ourselves at all. Really, I think we needed to like go into Grace somehow, maybe, but. It was just rough. That was really rough. We had we had one of the best starts, realistically. I think like, it's hard to say, but I think if I had to see where the deck could go next for Sun and Moon, it's definitely like maybe a return to the memory efficiency. Things like Gaugamon, playing the Sunmon, and really like getting turbo, but turboing and keeping turn might make the difference going forward. Otherwise, that's the end of our tournament. That was our finals. I'll say,
wow.
If you guys missed it, or if you guys enjoyed it, this is a show we run every week, every Monday, 7:30 Eastern, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. On Thursdays, we like to have a special guest, and it's Zenitsu with his blinky dog. Zenitsu on a content break right now, but a break from his break to help me yap about card games, which we love doing.
Yeah, I need to update my model.
But from there, let's do a couple salads before we end the night. Become a channel member. Digital Monster Deals hooked us up with 10 gifted subs. So if you guys were a recipient of one of those, thank you very much, Digital Monster Deals, always helping me out, stay ahead of the game. Here's the weekly webcam schedule for everybody else. We saw Varney, who's the host of DigiGuard United's Wednesday and Friday tournament. So please make sure you go check them out. We gave us some interesting talking points today in the chat. So a lot of some of the entertainment brought to you by Varney and his efforts as well. And check out his side channel. I linked it earlier, Main Deck TCG or something. I think that's right. But yeah, also DigiGalaxy on Friday, of course. DigiPanda merch. This man is shipping. Shipping has started on the BT22 sleeves. I think he still has product available for you guys. So use the link in the description below. Get your DigiPanda sleeves. They're cool, man. BT22 decks for BT22 sleeves or some way like that. Like, just support the homies, man. DigiPanda merch is pretty strong. Don't you have merch, Zenitsu? I forget.
Not anymore. I took all my playmats down.
Okay. Fair enough. Riftbound, trying to do Riftbound still. And then Puerto Rico versus New York is definitely something that's coming up here August 16th. We did Puerto Rico versus Texas, and that was a really fun event for everybody. So I hope you guys come and support this event. Like getting these cross-regional events, like what was it? I think it was, Hong and the Hong Zero channel and the mod team hosted a I guess theoretically a NA versus Southeast Asia, and that was a lot of fun if you guys got to watch it. We got one of their commentators on the screen the week after, so it was a fun time. And then here's some Gundam events: Sundam this Saturday, and then Eggman events this Sunday. If you guys are interested in Gundam, check them out. I will be co-commentating with Eggman on Sunday, so if you just want more Risu goodness, I will be there on Sunday. So if you guys if that's what you guys want, that's what you guys want. Anything, Zenitsu, before we just wave our hands and go away?
No, not really. Just a lot of good games. Interesting to see how the game is going to develop and what's actually going to be coming out of BT22. So a lot of good stuff.
Let's see if there's any conversation in chat we can like wrap up with. Reward OP was too busy tilting over decoy tokens still being there. Rewind. Oh, I see. Notice the last guardian leaving the field. Oh, so the way it resolves was Apollo attempt to delete Jess, interrupt by Omeka, destroy, interrupt decoy, protect Jessmon, on play Omeka warp. Target Jessmon to live, and Last Guardian prevents removal with Last Guardian. Prevent removal. Resume. The judge call was because they weren't sure if Ganku counted as being in the security. He doesn't. Jessmon. But I know what you mean. I remember that was definitely what the last thing you said. That was definitely what the judge call is about. I guess you're right that the token still needed to resolve. However, what am I saying? I think at the end of the day, Galaxy's board was cleared, so yeah, they might have been one check short, but I don't think there's enough turns from Sun and Moon to actually do anything about it, because you can still, assuming like we still Last Guardian and we have the token on board, in that scenario, you still play Omni X, clear the board, clear security, and then Sun and Moon respond, like, and you probably choke to 1 with as much memory as we had, and then or choke to 3 because they had a memory setter, and then from there you Omni X, you have all these bodies out, and like realistically speaking, what does a Sun and Moon do with a single turn into 5-6 bodies, right? It's just not gonna work.
Sun and Moon needed a whole extra turn to be able to potentially rebuild.
That
was a turn they just didn't have.
They had lethal probably. Okay, I thought you were saying that they didn't have lethal, so we needed to replay some stuff. But if you just not know what you're saying, then I made that up. Anyway, good night, guys. It was a blast, and see you guys either Sunday or Monday, depends. I don't know. Whatever you want. And we're
Have
out.
a good night, everyone.